Hey, guess what, Stevie? We're live.
What? Dude, you said you weren't gonna.
Yeah, well, hey. Hey, what's up, everybody? Where y'all been?
No shit.
Because I haven't seen anybody in like forever. Right now, it's the Stevie and Mike show. It's that time of the year again. It's the nice weather, and it is nice weather. And so I don't know. Shoot, I might have what, Stevie? I must have put out 10 of them.
Everybody out enjoying their family. How dare they?
I know, right? So just because I had to hit the live button because Stump's gonna get mad at me because he said, "And we wait." So Stump, I started it because you asked me to. So
They'll start calling you a certain name.
Stump, I did send you a link too, kid. You got one in your Facebook message box. Then I don't know if you're driving, if you're just listening, through the phone or what have you, but obviously I know it's difficult if you're driving.
Oh, this keyboard is driving me nuts.
So what is everybody up to? I haven't been around and seems like I haven't been here in forever.
Right. The weeks go quick, don't they?
They do. And I started my part-time job again, so.
Oh boy.
So yeah, that's it's not bad because I'm out at like 8:00.
Oh.
8:10, and I'm home by, if I leave there at 8:10, I'm home by 8:16.
Nice.
It's no more 20-minute ride, 25-minute ride home.
Cool. You feeling the gas crunch up there, or did it affect you, or did you slide by?
What's that?
With that pipeline closing down.
They didn't really go up too much, but now, so when that hit, they really didn't go up too much. But now,
yeah.
Now I think I paid $3.17 for fucking diesel today.
Well, that way they can crank the price because they always do just before Memorial Day, biggest traveling day of the year, just about.
Yeah.
But now they have an excuse. Well, the pipeline shortage.
Well, that and they just opened up Massachusetts. Come the 29th. Red Sox Fenway Park is wide open. They can fill the stadiums now and all that. So, I'm sure that has to do. And they know people have been cooped up or what have you. They haven't been able to go anywhere or whatever. But no, I shouldn't say anywhere. But you know what I mean.
Yeah.
And so, they're going to take full advantage. Which, once again, to me,
well, Whitmore never stayed home. To her own rules.
Right.
And she's trying to close down that pipeline that comes out of Canada through the Michigan.
Down through the. Yep.
I'm sure that will cause issues also.
How does somebody hack into a pipeline?
They don't. It was all. I don't get my computer hacked, and you don't think they have systems and firewalls and all that shit? And they said it was a ransomware.
They hire hackers.
Yeah.
To protect them.
Yeah. And instantly they blame the Russians.
Well, yeah, they have to blame somebody, right?
Surprising to say Trump didn't do it. Whoops, did I say the T word?
Well, sorry. I'm surprised that they didn't blame. They never blamed Korea, though.
Yeah, and that's strange.
I trust Putin. I always want to call him Putin. I trust him before I trust the little guy over there in Korea.
Oh yeah.
Him and his sister, they're gonna be the two meanest people on the face of the planet. There's nobody that's gonna be more meaner than them. I just can't. You know.
Yeah. Well, he showed his cards, so
I don't know.
Trump had him all calmed down, and now he thinks we're a laughingstock.
Well, you put, you go from Trump to Cream Puff, and it's like,
I know.
I mean, at least when Clinton was there, he didn't put up with anybody's shit,
Yeah.
and that's my thing. I don't give a shit what your little letter is next to your fucking name. Don't be a pussy. You know what I mean?
Can't we all just get along? Wait, let me
Yeah.
put up more barbed wire around the White House.
Yeah, you got to have a set of gnats. Because that's just.
I can't even walk up a stairway for Pete's sakes.
Oh my god! If you trip going up another fucking set of stairs, it's just half of me feels bad and half of me just laughs and I just shake my head. I'm like, you gotta be kidding me.
There's a chunk of me that wants to go around knocking on some liberal people's doors that I know voted for Biden and say, how do you like in your Biden America now? Just saying.
Right? It's I was talking with my dad and I said, Jesus, I says, I went back and I looked. Gas prices always seem to go up after an election.
Yeah.
So he says, I says, no, I know this. I says, I'm not saying that, just because Biden's in there, the gas went up. I said, but however, they didn't go up that much. And this is before the frickin', quote unquote fucking pipeline hack. And then I went back and I looked at all the and I showed him. And I'm telling you, hey Vanessa Kitty, I didn't even say hello to anybody out in the fucking thing. I'm sorry. Who do we got? We got Peach Wee was first. Hey Peach Wee, what's going on, kid? Good to see you. Peach Wee, what is your icon? Is that it looks like did you ever watch the Flintstones with the Martian guy?
Oh yeah.
not Kazoo. Remember the black was it the Flintstones? What's the one that had the black face? Like the helmet. The black helmet.
Yeah, Kazoo didn't, did he?
No, Kazoo only had the white helmet.
Yeah.
That's what I call Phil, Kazoo, because when Phil puts his motorcycle on, it looks like fucking Kazoo. Anyways, Peachy Wee, good to see you. Craig Dweller, what's going on? You absolutely go Bruins.
It's either that or the evil Spider-Man.
For all you hockey fans out there, the Bruins won tonight, beating the Washington Capitals. Damn it. That's too bad. Stevie's in here with me, obviously. G-Trap, what's going on, kid? Good to see you. Vanessa Kitty, hello again through that. Deadpool mask. Come again? What's a Deadpool mask?
Can
you help me out with that?
Have to do some research now.
I know, and I don't type too well. And where is Shalisa? I sent her a link too, and she's usually like, she got fast fingers on the keyboard.
She might be on a date.
Yeah, I know she might be on a date, so I can't tease her. I wouldn't do that anyway.
Yeah,
from the movie Deadpool.
Oh, okay.
Gotcha. Vanessa was answering my question about his icon picture, saying, was it the Deadpool? Gotcha. Thank you. I'm sorry. I'm not up on HRM. What's up, kid? You know what, HRM? For years, you've been coming into these chats, right? You need a headset, kid. Or you need to, be able to get on these chats, brother. Here's one for you. In the news, current events. it just happened to be in sports though, which is even funnier, right? Because people have to mix politics with sports. Because why wouldn't you? So, a basketball player decides he's going to wear a jacket with a Gadsden flag on it, and gets questioned about it. The basketball player is black. Gets questioned about wearing the flag. All of a sudden, unbeknownst to me, because I just find this out, right? Unbeknownst to me, apparently, that flag is just as bad as the fucking rebel flag now. So if you fly the rebel flag, you're a racist. And if you fly the Gadsden flag, you're a racist. And I'd like to know why, because if memory serves me correctly, when I was in school, when we were learning about all that stuff, I was always told the Gadsden flag was the original Marine flag.
Really?
No, that's what I was told. Now I could be wrong, but I could swear to God that's what we were told at school. But it never had a meaning of, well, for that matter, neither the rebel flag, right? The Confederate flag was a battle flag.
Yeah.
They both were. I don't know.
They had to change it up because they kept getting shot at by their own people. So they had to change it up.
But I don't understand why, just because a group decides they're going to hijack an item like a flag, right? So, and then they're saying that how do they use what term did they use? I'm trying to find the term they used. It's all right wing people and this, that, and the other thing. And look at there were more Gadsden flags during the insurrection. Do you know what I did? I went back and watched a shit ton of videos.
Yeah.
On the insurrection.
Yeah.
And the U.S. flag outnumbered it by a wide margin.
Sure.
So for all those people out there that actually thought that, you suck. My truck has a decal of the Gadsden flag. Gadsden flag was the flag of one of our ships. Oh, it was a flag of one of the I'm going to have to look it up, Stevie. Because I could have sworn they told me when we were in school.
They run out of shit to bitch about, so they're nitpicking at every little thing they can find.
True. Gadsden flag meaning. Well, of course, this is Google. So we'll see what Google has to say. The flag is named after politician Christopher Gadsden, born 1724, passed away 1805, who designed it in 1775 during the American Revolution. It was used. Oh, I was almost right. It was used by the Continental Marines as an early motto flag, along with the Moultrie flag. It is often used in the United States as a symbol for gun rights and limited government. Okay, so somebody, please tell me how we went from what I just read, okay, to being racist. Oh, wait, that's right. Because it's got people that have like gun rights. So people that like gun rights are on the right and all righties are racist. I don't know. But I'm getting kind of tired of it, to be honest with you.
Yeah, it's getting old. But they keep switching everything up, what they hate this week and next week. And so we can't ever come to grips with it. Did you get new glasses?
Huh?
Did you get new glasses?
No. Huh. Well, because the last time I think I had the black ones or whatever ones, but these are the ones, believe it or not, instead of going to a dollar store and buying I bought this one at 7-Eleven. I walked in
Yeah.
one day blind, and I just happened to look over. I was waiting in line. I'm like, you guys have fucking cheetahs here? He's like, yeah. And I grabbed him, and I'm like, oh my god! And again, they're sturdy as shit. I paid $13 for them, but I don't give a shit.
They look kind of designer and shit.
I like them. I like them. Also used to represent free people and their rights, and being stepped on. All our rights enumerated or not. Yeah, Vanessa, exactly. So, but my question is, when did it become a racist thing?
Like I say, they use what they can.
Look, I don't, just because, let's say the KKK carries the fucking Confederate flag, okay? They also carry the American flag.
Right. Well, they
You know what I mean?
They tried to shit on the American flag too.
So
it stood for,
So I mean, if you're gonna say one means the one means one, yeah, sure, duh. If you're gonna say this means something about one of them, you have to say it about the other one, because it's just, I don't know. I just don't understand why if a group steals it, why these cultural what do they call them nowadays? Hello there, Susie from Clear, Michigan. I'm in Drake, Mass. How are you?
That's up and over here. A little bit. Kind of right in the middle.
And you're right, Vanessa. People change what racist is every day. You know what? It's just an opinion, right? But you know what? You know what I think the biggest problem is today, whether it's dealing with racism, whether it's dealing with whatever. Somehow, the vast majority, I should say vast, but a shit ton of people, we become way too sensitive, right? So I can't huss around with a friend of mine if he's of a different color or something, or a different race or whatever, you know.
Well, you know what?
Which isn't fair. It isn't. It isn't fair, you know.
I don't believe that is true. I think if that was true, then we could fix the problem. I think they just use we're defensive, or we're soft to keep us from saying anything out loud. Don't hurt nobody's feelings. You keep your mouth shut. I think they're just using it for an excuse.
Hey, P. Nascos, how's it going, kid? Good to see you. How you been, brother?
Just to keep people shut up.
Yeah, and but it's just, but that's what everything though, right? So like you can't have a comic like Eddie Murphy and Richard Pryor anymore. And I'm sorry, I don't have a problem with how they were. You know what I mean? I didn't have a problem with friggin'. It's just, look, whether just because you didn't like the humor in it doesn't mean it's wrong. Just means you don't like the humor in it.
Yeah, move on.
So I'm not a Stephen Wright guy. Stephen Wright, everybody thought he was around, because he's from Boston and everything back in the day. And he talked like this, and he had such a dry sense of humor. I'm not a dry sense of humor type of guy. You know what I mean? Every once in a while I'll laugh at it. But other than that, but I never said, hey, let's get rid of dry humor.
Yeah.
I never got a group going saying, hey, dry humor sucks. We shouldn't have it.
Right.
You know what I mean?
I think I know what guy you're talking about.
Yeah, Stephen Wright. He was in a couple of movies too. But I I wasn't a big Seinfeld fan.
Me neither.
You know,
It had its moments, but not enough for me to
I
watch the
never
show.
thought that Jerry Seinfeld was funny, anyways. You know, so, but that doesn't mean that I should have been able to get a group of people and get his show canceled.
Oh, I'm sure there were groups out there though.
Yeah, no,
Not
it's
just
like,
not
hey, I don't like it. I just turn the
watching.
channel. What's that?
Oh yeah, that. No, they want to make you not watch
Yeah. I don't know. It's just
It's not good for the group.
somebody just beeped into the gear. Well, get in here. Don't give me a thumbs up. Just get in here. But you know what I mean? Social distancing. I'll pull it out for you. I'll pull it for you. If you're not a fan of dry humor, you're on the wrong chat. But you know what I'm saying? It's just,
Absolutely. We've lost that, If you don't like it, just move on to something else.
yeah. And it's like, Steve got the vid-19.
I'm afraid to cough in public any now. I just got to snort her back and swallow it because I don't want to cough it out and spit it on the street.
I gotta go get my fucking second shot tomorrow. Oh, man, I'm telling you. I'm like, why am I going? Why bother? I said, they're opening everything up.
Yeah.
Why do I have to? Why do I gotta go get it?
Yep.
I can throw in some math jokes, make you think for a while. No, I'm good with the math jokes. It used to be if you didn't like a show on TV, whether we only had 4 channels or not, right? You did this. Well, first of all, you had to stand up because nobody had a fucking remote, right? Or as I like to say, nobody had a clicker.
Yeah.
So,
not true though. I was the remote. Steve, get
right?
up to the channel.
Exactly. Fucking Storm, you had to stand up and fucking fuck with the fucking antenna, put some tinfoil on the rabbit ears and all that bullshit. But so you stood up and you changed the channel and you watched something else. And if there was quote unquote nothing on, you went and did something else.
Yeah. Played card games or something.
Fun. 57. Yeah, and I don't know.
It's sad. Sad the way it's going. And it's just gonna sad this country right into the dirt. And I just hope we can recover from it.
If it's something say that word. Egregious. If it's something bad, if it's something, way off base, then I have a problem. Okay.
Yeah.
For Christ's sake, like the movies, right? Anybody remember Faces of Death? Holy shit!
Well, it's like rock and roll concerts. A lot of people love Jimmy Buffett to death. Guess what? I don't go to Jimmy Buffett concert because he's not my cup of tea.
Right. At Elmdorf Air Force Base in early 80s, the entire hospital squadron got ordered by the wing commander general to stop making jokes.
Wow.
Okay, just because I'm in a mood, I'm online shopping with Walmart. So someone suggests for under $5, I'll buy it and take a pic and put it on Facebook. What the fuck you can buy under $5? What are you gonna buy for under $5? Buy me a box of dots, will you? They probably don't have them up there.
Maybe gum.
You probably don't have dots up there. I haven't been to Canada in like forever. Fawn, I sent you a link if you're not busy while you're shopping on Walmart. I know you got to spend your money. But yeah, I can't stand stupid people anymore. I can't stand the fact that I don't know. It's just bothering me lately. It really is.
Yeah, it's getting to the point where I don't want to go out anymore. And the thing is, you go out on the street, most of the people you see on the street are kind of like-minded like me.
Right.
I've never seen a, oh my God, kind of person. It's
Hello,
like,
guns girl.
I don't know.
It is, Steve. It's getting so bad, right? Where was I? I was at a customer's down by the Cape, in Plymouth, Mass. For those who don't know Plymouth, Mass, it's like where the fucking Mayflower landed, well, supposedly.
Where my relatives got off.
All right, there you go. So, anywho, I was talking to this customer and the kid that worked with him, and the three of us were talking about hunting, right? And a woman come out from out back, and she's mortified. I can't believe you're talking about hunting. Da 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 da. I said, wait a minute. I said, no offense. I said, I'm just a driver. She says, I know who you are. I know who you work for. I go, so not for nothing. You walked in on a conversation of three guys talking about something.
Walk away.
I go, we didn't come to your cubicle and start talking about it. Do you see the difference between that and what you did?
Yeah.
It's kind of like if you walk into a guy's locker room.
Yeah.
And you see about 10 swinging dicks. I go, a little different, right? Than 10 swinging dicks coming to your fucking living room.
Yeah.
Okay. I go, so it's different. It's not. I said, and she's like, well, we just don't like hunters. I go, who's we? Because the three of us do. How are you, Fawn? I said, the three of us do. Just not a Karen, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, they'll get you in trouble from 4 cubicles away now. They'll make a phone call.
Yeah.
So you're getting a talking to. It's like, well, they were butting in on my conversation. I wasn't butting in on their space.
Right. But here's the thing. At Expo Logics, I saw all the, I went through all the movies, all the stuff you have to go through, right? If somebody's offended by what you're saying, you have to shut up. I'm like, what? So I purposely skipped over that piece of paper when I had to sign off on it. I didn't sign it. All right, Guns Girl, we'll be here. I hope it works out for you. I didn't sign it. So it's like, this one actually thought it was appalling. Like she was just like, I can't believe you're doing that. And the videos I saw when I went to Expo Logics, they were like, if you tell a joke the wrong way, you can be reported.
Yep.
And I'm like, are you fucking kidding me right now? And this is what I'm saying. We're too fucking sensitive.
Yep.
Vanessa says, don't like hunters. Say it ain't so. I'm a baby boomer, long time hunter slaughterer. Right.
But the thing is, Mike, but if you tell them you don't want to hear it, you're told to shut up.
Yeah. Right. Right. Oh, if you make logical sense, right? and you say, is it the hunting you don't like, or is the meat you don't eat, or what don't you like about hunters? And they say, no, I eat meat all the time. So it's not like they're vegan, right? Or vegetarian. But even if they were vegan and vegetarian, not for nothing, walk away. I'm fat. I'm not a vegetarian. I ain't a vegan. They're going to push the gas prices up to start this battery-powered cars. Push the power. Oh, thank you for bringing up battery-powered cars, because that's something else I got to bring up. This battery-powered cars, which the power grid isn't close to being updated. 51 states and more judges.
Yeah.
So let's stop. How far will it go? I don't know. That's a great question, PNASCARs. PNASCARs, speaking of the battery-powered cars, I never looked into them. I didn't go online. I didn't look into them. Not my cup of tea.
Mike, they cost 3 times or at least 2 times more than a normal car.
And here's something else for folks that might be thinking about getting one. Full. This, by the way, it's not hybrid. It's fully electric. Okay. Guess what you cannot do? You can't drive across the state of Michigan.
Oh, really?
You can't go from the tip of Massachusetts, which is, well, let me see. Can I do that like this? Anyways, if you look at the state of Massachusetts as an arm like this, right? So This is the point of Massachusetts. You can't go from there to the corner of Massachusetts in New York, where New York and Vermont and Massachusetts meet. Because you know why? It's more than 320 miles, and that's all you can get on a full thing.
Wow.
On a full charge. You're not driving across country in an electric car. You're stopping about fucking 30 times to plug in. So,
to start with, building them causes more pollution than any car driving on the road for like 10 or 15 years.
and depending upon what you have to plug, right? It can take anywhere from 5 to 12 hours to get a full charge.
It's ridiculous.
Yeah, it's right on PNASCAR. It's about 300 miles. That's why I gave you those. That's why I said from tip of Massachusetts to that corner and across. I'm just assuming it's 300 miles across Michigan. I've never been out there, but I was just taking an assumption.
It is. So you got the cost of the vehicle, which is higher. I'm sure there's a charge for plugging into their stations.
Yeah.
Added cost of a hotel.
All right.
It doesn't work out mathematically.
And then it's an inconvenience where you have to stop every 300 miles to plug the fucking thing in.
Yeah, and also Vanessa says it matters if you got 4 people in the car, it's going to run out of juice before.
Yeah, it has no pickup. Again, guys, this is the all electric, not the hybrids. All electric. And I'm going to tell you why. I met a kid up in Brunswick, Maine today. I was doing a delivery, and there it is, plugging in. I was talking to him about it, and he goes, "Now the thing is not. It's about. I would say 8 inches shorter than a smart. No, not shorter. Smart car. 8 inches taller than a smart car, and about 2 feet longer than a smart car. Not very big.
Yikes.
It's got zero pickup. Zero. He says it's not. Now, if you lived in the city of Boston, maybe New York City, and you drove, I don't know why you would drive into New York City or Boston, but I'm not saying drive through it. I'm saying if you live there, a lot of people in Boston don't even own cars, and if they do, they're in somebody else's yard in the suburbs. So,
yeah.
But anywho, if you did, it's the equivalent of driving a fucking moped. And so we're going to save on one fuel source and use another.
No, all it's going to do, well, instead of putting gasoline in your car,
you're going to use the electricity to do it.
Yeah, they got to dump the fuel into the power plant to produce electricity to charge your electric car. So it's the same flipping thing.
Mike, you got to walk 2,000 miles. How many hours would it take? Well, I'm fat, old, and slow, so I'm going to walk about 3 miles an hour. So 3 miles an hour into 2,000 goes how many times? 6 with 3 left. 2 left. No, 666.
Oh, don't even say that.
It is, though. It's 666.6.
Something.
666.6 hours would it take me. Divide that by 24. I have no idea.
I'll do the math. Can you guys hear me?
Yep.
Yep. How are you, sweetheart?
Good. How are you? 666 divided by 24 is 27 days.
27 days it'll take me. To
27 and 3/4 days. So
27 and 3/4 days it'll take me to walk 2,000 miles. There you go. See that? I can walk. I can do the. I should be able to do the AT now. I can do it in 27 days.
do the thing Terry Fox did for months. He ran
What's
a
that?
marathon. Terry Fox, in
Okay.
my opinion, the greatest Canadian. He was like less than a year younger than me. He got cancer in his leg, and he decided to run across Canada to raise money for cancer.
I remember.
And he ran a marathon every day for 3 or 4 months. And then he had to stop because he got sick and the cancer came back and he died within 6 months. But yeah, he had a funny, it wasn't a run. It was like a limp. You
That
can
was a
see-
long time ago.
Yeah. In 1980, the year my dad died.
Yeah.
Yeah. My mom and I
I
had
was a
gone out.
kid.
Yeah.
I was a kid. I remember that. I remember watching, hearing on that.
He wanted every Canadian to donate $1 to raise money for cancer. And at the time we were population 24 million. And one of the television networks, when he got sick, scrambled and within a couple of days put a telethon together. And the telethon raised like 25 million bucks. So he
That's
got his wish. Yeah. So yeah, a marathon a day. Hey, if a guy with one leg can do it, you can do it, Mikey.
Yeah. Yeah,
course
but
he-
he didn't. He probably wasn't as fat as me, and he didn't smoke as much as I did.
I was going to say he didn't smoke. Oh, congrats on the non-drinking, by the way.
Thank you very much.
Saw that on Facebook.
Thank you very much. To walk the AT, folks, just because I made reference to it. Forget how many miles that is.
What is that thing, Mike?
The AT, the Appalachian Trail. It goes from it's the Appalachian Trail. It goes from Georgia to northern Maine.
Okay. Because there's one right now somebody on Facebook's doing, and it goes from, I think, Mexico to the Canadian border. And it's called something I can't remember.
The
what.
Sierras, I believe. If Craig Dwell is still in the chat, he'll tell you exactly which ones it is because he's a hiker.
That's
Yeah,
called the
'cause
path of the immigrants.
Huh?
A girl was going to do it, but she stopped after a couple of days.
It doesn't tell me
Um,
how many. I think it's 21. I want to say. Well, let me just do it this
Pacific
way.
Crest Trail is the one in
Oh, the Pacific Crest Trail. Okay. Yeah.
goes 2,650 miles from Mexico to Canada through California, Oregon, Washington, and then into the bottom part of BC.
So the Appalachian Trail is 2,190 miles.
Yeah, this is 500 miles longer.
All right.
California.
But it's not going through.
And
Yeah, it's
how much of those
average-
trails? How much of those trails are on flat land?
Yeah. This one-
what for the Appalachian Trail?
Yeah, it's all up and down mountains and around valleys. And
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah, it's not an easy hike.
No,
It's just the average person, the average hiker miles per day is 14 to 20 miles. Um,
Yeah, almost like a marathon.
yeah. Um, most people. Wow. But if you now, I know there's a lot of people that leave like fucking the 1st of February, middle of February, end of February. Um, a through hike of the Appalachian Trail typically takes between 5 and 7 months.
Yeah, they're saying the one in California is 4 to 6 months.
Although speedsters have done it in less than 50 days. Yeah, they're walking, they're walking 40, 50 miles a day, and they're walking at night.
That's-
There's a lot of people that do the AT. I can't speak for the Pacific one, but I did follow a couple of people on the AT, and they'll hang around somewhere if they know there's a storm coming, and they'll hang around, or they'll go, like if they're washing their clothes or something, they know they'll you know what I mean. They're not power walking. They're not in a rush. Sorry to hear that, Vanessa Kitty. That sucks. You gave a tomcat a bath tonight. How'd that go?
Did
Do you still
see
have your eyeballs?
the news today? The snow that they got out in California?
No.
It was in California, yeah, huge. This one woman came from North Carolina and she was up in Reno or whatever, and then was driving into California and heard about the snow and thought she thought, nah, it won't happen. Yeah, it happened. They only had spring jackets on.
Couldn't happen to a better state.
Yeah.
Fucking California. So they're as dumb as they are. I mean, they're as dumb as they come out there.
Well, you know why they stopped in California?
What's that?
You know why they stopped and settled California?
Why?
All the dumb people thought there was more to the west, and they kept drowning in the ocean. So that's what they ended up
Right.
stopping.
Exactly. No, they're not very. I've never heard of giving a cat a bath. Sorry. That's just too funny for me.
I think that's something you got to start them off when they're real. Well,
There isn't a really good. There really isn't a good three thing for these fucking things.
No.
But yeah, so it's definitely on my bucket list. But you need like $4 grand to do it. It's not cheap.
Oh yeah, all the food and maybe
Well,
having to pay hotels if the weather's bad instead of a tent.
Exactly. If you come out, if you're in an up trail or whatever, and you know, because those experienced ones, they know how long it's going to take them, and obviously you have maps with you and everything, but
what to eat, how much to eat,
Yeah.
how much to drink.
I actually picked up a hitchhiker. He was a through hiker. He got turned around somehow, whatever, and I said to him, I pick him up. He gets in the truck, and I said, "Hey, what's going on?" He's, "Oh, I made a mistake." I says, "What's the matter?" He goes, "Oh, I'm hiking the AT." I says, "You are?" He goes, "Yeah." He goes, "I turned around." I says, where do you need to be?" So I took him where he needed to be. And I was talking to him. I go, "That's a big, huge fucking pack, dude." He's, "Yeah, I'm not one of those people that fucking..." He's carrying like a 42-pound pack hiking the AT.
Oh, wait.
Jesus.
42 pounds. This guy's built like a brick shithouse, though, in his defense.
Yeah, but still,
Right? But
day after day.
he's like... So I had a nice conversation with him. And about it, and he goes, you know, he says when I get into a town, he says the first thing I do is I eat everything they tell you not to eat. I says, what do you mean? He says, you know, you go to the doctor and doctor says, stay away from this, stay away from that. I'm like, yeah. He says, that's exactly what I go for. He said, I need all those calories back. He says, you know. And I goes, but my God, dude, 42 pounds with a pack, brother. I go, what the hell are you carrying? He goes, yeah. He goes, I do this. He says, there's a mountain range out in California somewhere. Sierra something, I don't know. So, he was going to be doing that one. And he was like, dude, I don't like being cold. He says, and I'm not one of these guys that are going to go out and spend, you know,
$300 on the bag.
on all the, you know, all the light, you know what I mean? He said, the only thing I bought light was my my sleeping bag and my tent. He said, dude, I have regular sweatshirts. I got a jacket. I got ski pants. I got it all. I said, well, yeah, you're going to need it, especially when you hit friggin' Mount Washington. You know? And Katahdin. But which was funny is that, like, so Mount Washington in New Hampshire, for those who don't know, never heard of Mount Washington, it's the highest mountain range in New Hampshire. Actually, I believe it's the highest mountain range in New Hampshire, Vermont, and Maine. Anywho, it's like 6,000. It's only 6,300 something feet up, but it's one of the worst places on earth for weather. They had this whole big thing on it. Anyways, he says that it's colder there than it was on Katahdin. But here's what I just found out, though. It has an auto road. They call it the auto road. You can drive up it, right? And you can go to the top and you'll get your fucking bumper sticker, this car, climb Mount Washington and all that happy bullshit. Katahdin doesn't have an auto road. You hike up Mount Katahdin in Maine, you're hiking back down.
Right.
You know, I mean, at least in New Hampshire, you hike Mount Washington, you have somebody drive up the friggin' auto road and have wait for you there. And you can, you know, the AT actually extends all the down in Alabama. Yeah, it does. It goes to Springer Mountain, is where it starts. It starts at Springer Mountain and it ends in Maine. Does a couple of zigzags because it goes through. It goes Connecticut. I think I want to say it goes Connecticut, goes around Mass, goes back into New York, and then goes into Mass again, Vermont, and then into New Hampshire, and then into Maine, I believe. I know it goes through Munson. If you look up a map, you look up Munson, Maine, Monson. Munson, Massachusetts. It runs right through there.
Right.
The real Cobalt Burnout joins us, ladies and gentlemen. It's not the fake one, it's the real one.
Thank God.
Colbert, what's going on? But like I said, I'm old and fat, so I'm going to be hiking any mountains anytime soon.
When I was a kid, I went on a 24-mile walk for muscular dystrophy, I believe. And I remember 3/4 of the way through that, my hips were killing me, and I was 16, 17 years old.
Yeah, but you're not used to walking that far all at once.
Yeah.
And if you don't practice and do a bit each day, yeah.
Towards the end, the group of kids I was with, it actually felt better jogging than it did walking anymore.
Yeah. Big dog of the other kind. What's going on? Gerald B, how the hell are you, kid? I sent you a thing, too.
Oh, Mikey, your ruins are up, are they not?
Up. Honey, they destroyed them tonight.
I don't like Ovechkin.
Neither do I.
I don't like braggarts. You can be good, but don't brag about it. And he's a braggart in my opinion.
I don't care about bragging. That's just.
Oh wow. Yeah, they won tonight and they're up 3-1.
Yeah, I know. They kicked the shit out of him tonight. You should
4-1.
see. You gotta go on ESPN and watch the hit that Ovechkin took from two of them. Buffalo River backcountry. How the hell are you? About 8 to 10 miles a day is about all I can do now. Hey, it is what it is, man. There's a lot of people that do it sectionally. You know, like one summer they'll go do, you know, they'll do it for 3 weeks. You know what I mean? Or they'll use their 2-week vacation and figure it out and say, okay, I'll do whatever, you know. But
Did you see I'm at wars with a friend of mine, 2 friends of mine, ESPN. They're big Leaf fans and I'm a Habs fan. And of course, Habs won last night, but Leafs captain inadvertently got hit in the head with a knee and he's going to out. Yeah, he got hit, a clean hit by somebody. And then when he went down, a Habs player was coming behind and couldn't get out of the way enough and kneed him in the head as he's falling down to the ice. So totally accident. And
I heard about that.
Went to the hospital. He got released, but he's done for the season.
All right. NH Shopper, how the hell are you? You got any time? You want to come on? Fry? Good to see you, by the way. Go online, all right, and look up the hit that Miller just took tonight. And tell me what you think.
Who took a hit tonight?
Miller from the Bruins.
Okay. I'm not getting any hits on YouTube, and YouTube it's usually pretty.
It should be on YouTube by now. Get a bunch of
Miller
That'd
hit.
be great. Joby, what is that? Ammunition. I can't get that.
Oh, do you know what today is?
The 21st of May.
It's the 21st day of the 21st week of the 21st something of the 21st century. It's 4 things. 21st day, 21st week of the year. I guess 21st month. No, that's not right. There's 4 things. I can't remember what they are.
About 21, huh?
They're all 21s.
The blackjack players must be going crazy.
Yeah. I put it on my wall. A friend posted it, so I put it on my wall.
All right, Brian, just checking in, bro. Just checking in. That's no big deal, bro. I just, the invitation's always there, kid. I don't know where Stump went, and I know it's late. Craig's usually not here this late, but I wish Craig was here because he could tell me all about the 21st year of the century. Yes,
21st year. Okay. Are you having a heat wave, Stevie?
Yep.
If it was regular summer, I would be sweating my ass off. We have got 32 degrees, so that's like almost 90 something with like 30% humidity, and I am absolutely fine.
Yeah, our humidity's not bad, but it's warm.
But come summer, we're going to have the same temperature with like 90% humidity, and I'm going to be sweating buckets. I'm going to have the AC on and a fan on me because it's going to be so hot with the humidity, and the humidity's down so low. I can't believe it. It's warm out as is, and I'm perfectly fine with just a fan.
Right.
Yeah. And no Jesse tonight either. The little scotch. 89 tomorrow. Yeah, it's going to be warm. And it's supposed to be like 60 on Monday. So, but I figured baby steps. for me when it comes to hiking, Stevie. There's a mountain in New Hampshire. It's like only like a 20. I think it's like 2,600, 2,700, 2,800 footer. I believe. I don't think
See,
it's.
I got to do warm ups before I start deer season when I'm out there.
Well, that's what I normally try to do.
Well, that run Terry did, they figured if he hadn't ran so much to get in shape, he would have made it across the country. But he probably walked like 1,000 or more miles to get in shape to do it.
Right.
Yeah.
18. I'm sorry, Stevie. 1,800 feet. Is it a hard hike? Let me see. Answer. Mount Major is via Brook and Main Trail Loop is a 3.7 heavily trafficked loop trail located near Alton Bay, New Hampshire, that features a Likens rate as a moderate. I heard it beep. Well.
How you?
Solar. What's up?
I'm hearing somebody coming in.
How you
Yeah, it's
doing?
John. Go ahead.
Boy, freaky night. You ready for this one, Mikey?
Yeah, I'm trying to blow this up. Go ahead. I'm listening, buddy.
Rhett's not here tonight. He's not here all weekend long.
What happened?
Oh, he's with his
Mama come to visit?
Yeah, he's at mom's. I'm like, I keep going like this, waiting for it. Why isn't he getting in the shower? God damn, I keep wondering, why is he not in the shower yet? It's not here.
Well, it's not a bad thing, right?
Just keep your phone close.
Oh, it's right there. Oh yeah, he's been having fun. He's up there. They had pizza, so he went and had pizza in one room. Then he took it to another room. Then he took it to another room. Then he went and climbed in her bed. He's eating pizza. Then he went and got in the living room. Then he went in the. He's just testing the waters. He's like he's eating pizza in every room, testing the waters, making sure he's going to get away with it.
Oh God, Cobra Burnout wants you to finish your hot wax story.
I don't have a hot wax story.
What's the hot wax story?
I don't have one.
Obviously you do, because fucking Cobra said you
Yeah,
did.
Jim, you wax? You're a modern man.
Oh my God.
I had no clue.
I'm happy that you're waxing. Wax on, wax off.
This is what he wanted to do. You see, he wanted
Gee,
to
you
get
took
all
the
of this going. Oh my God. I don't have a wax story. Jesus.
Hey, I'm just going by what they say. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah. Oh heck yeah.
I can't.
No.
I can't.
All right, guys. I'm going to bug out for a few minutes. I'm going to go sit with a friend for a while, and I'll be back shortly.
I will be here.
Ciao.
Thank you.
I just went and recorded sports, so I want to see that hit, Mikey.
Yeah, it was bad.
I can't get it on YouTube, and the game's been over, and YouTube's pretty good at putting stuff up right away. I've only got.
Yeah, do this. Go to.
Remember, I'm in Canada, so I'm not. I went to ESPN's site, and I'm not getting it.
Is YouTube different in Canada? I don't. It may not be. I don't know.
Might be.
That's why I'm asking. Is it different in Canada?
Well, we can get the same sites that you have, so it should be there. And if it's on ESPN, I can get ESPN on YouTube. I believe that's the same for everybody.
I never know. I know some of my friends from overseas. They're like, no, you can't. It's not the same.
No, it's not up on ESPN's.
All right,
YouTube.
listen to me.
Okay.
Hang on.
Okay.
Stand fast.
Send me somewhere.
Stand fast. Go to Google.
Okay.
Okay.
Yep.
Type in Miller space Boston Bruins, and it comes right out with Miller on here. So, let me see the video here. Let me see. Does it show the video? Or gets no, yes, right
Transported to
here.
hospital. Okay, so if it's transported to the hospital,
here-
then yeah.
Hang on. Oh yeah, he's in a hospital. Hang on, I'm gonna send you the link.
Well, what?
Copy.
First of all, what are you guys talking about?
A Boston Bruin player got hit tonight and hit bad enough he's in the hospital. Oh, you can probably hear that.
Yeah, I can.
Of the Bruins. Nick Ritchie to the
Yeah,
left circle.
there's
Kick
Yeah.
out.
the link.
Big hit.
I can still hear that.
Hit at center ice.
And then he is challenged.
I turned it down and then I asked if you could still hear it, and you can't hear it.
No, I can still hear it.
It was Miller that distributed the puck, and Orlov came.
All right.
To Ritchie.
They're still playing hockey now.
Yeah, because of the, you know.
It was late.
All right, hey, shut.
Good to see Miller back on his
Do
feet.
that. Mute that, will you?
Hopefully he is going to be okay, but
Flan.
there's the pass.
Well, we can hear you.
That was
It looked like Miller was
Flan.
that was a clean hit.
Yeah, I know. No, it wasn't. Do me a favor. Mute
Yeah.
that, will? It was not a clean hit, sweetheart. He wouldn't have got a double minor for a clean hit. Jesus Christ. Come on.
Hit him with. I didn't see him in the slow motion hit him with his shoulder. Okay, I'm going to put the volume down, but it might do it. So just let me listen again.
You can listen. I'll just mute your microphone. Anyways, why can't they all just be clean? I don't know. It's very high hit there.
It was a simple 2-on-2 play. I thought initially it was late.
Okay, that was hurting my ears.
So they're wow, hockey in May.
Dude, they play hockey in fucking June. Hockey in June.
There's a rumor. I don't know if it's true or not. A couple of the merchants are talking about. Apparently, they might start easing up a little here. I don't know.
Well, they are down here. They're giving the 29th. Everything's opening up. Fenway Park's opening, all that bullshit.
Yeah, they had the. I was showing this
The
earlier.
Garden.
Yeah, I
You
mean, they're going to get in trouble here shortly. Even they're going, well, whatever. Just frig it. Let everybody go. It's hilarious that they're changing their minds now. It's like, really, this is what you decided to change your mind?
I don't understand Maine in Massachusetts. Look, I get it.
Look here's the vaccine place right here. Here's the vaccine place. They have it all roped off and all that. It was packed before. All the cars that you see there are the employees. 0 shots have been given.
Right.
0. They had 2 deaths, and now there's people that walk by. They go, they're killing people in there, and people just don't want to leave. Nobody's is getting it at all whatsoever at all.
NH Trapper said Maine's mask mandate ends on Monday.
Ends on Monday, huh?
Yeah. He's up in Maine. I know his name says NH on it, but he lives up in Maine. He lives northeast of Bangor.
I know. I just heard a couple of some of the merchant. There's like 4 stores here where the lady's like, "You wear that mask in here, you can get the hell out." I was like, she's like, and there's a 1-800 number you can report me to. I mean, like I've walked into a couple stores now, like, get that off your face, and she's like, okay.
I still believe in masking and distancing.
Well, that's
Really?
an individual.
Yeah.
That's an
Oh
individual.
yeah.
It's not a bit. Listen, I'm not gonna sit there and make fun of you for that. I'm gonna try to take.
Nor am I.
I'm gonna take the words out of John's mouth. It's a personal thing.
Yeah.
If you look at China, right, long before COVID,
Way
has nothing to do with
Oh, yeah.
COVID.
With their
You look at
pollution.
right.
Hand-to-hand
What did they do? They
mask.
wore masks.
Yep.
So
For pollution.
no, but not everybody did.
But like
Well,
you
pollution
said,
will kill you just as pollution may not kill you as fast as COVID, but it's probably long and
you gave a
and-
really good one, Mikey. A long time ago, you gave a really good explanation. I've actually used
What's
it
that?
several times. All right.
oh what?
People, you remember back when people were flipping out, going, "I can't breathe, I can't this, I can't that,"
Right.
and you were like, "Listen, people are saying things, I think, to say them because long before anything, you went into the hospital. You remember you gave this little speech. You gave into the
Yeah.
hospital. Someone was sick. What the hell did you do? You put on a mask. The nurses
Right.
were around them. They had the masks on all day long, all day long. And they've been that way at St. Jude's. They've been that for so."
Yep.
The argument about I'm dying because that's not really a good argument. But now I don't want to. That's your thing. You don't want to and all that. But the whole I'm dying because I had it on isn't a valid.
Yeah, that's so overreacted. It's not even close to being funny.
right.
But you've
But
got a lot of people vaccinated in your country now too.
Yeah,
We like I was just showing a picture, Flan, of the vaccine place here in my neck of the woods. They had some of the people just get the shot and fall right over. They're dead. So now you can't give it away.
Right.
You cannot give it away. I mean, there's people that are said they're going, people are dying in there, and then people turn around and leave. Just look, they'll tell them, look it up on Google. That's it. And
Well,
it's
you
like
I,
900 or some odd people apparently recently or whatever have just, and the
My
number of people who got sick are even more.
Well, you're
my
only 20
coworker.
away from 600,000 deaths. I mean, you're not 4,000 deaths a day like you were.
I don't think. Well,
You've been slowly creeping up.
but that also, Flan, not to argue,
Absolutely, NH.
but
NH,
that
NH.
also is that's also a belief because remember there was the phrase related COVID related does not mean death by COVID.
Right. So hang on one sec. So NH drop a great fucking point. Says originally, the mask mandate was going to end for vaccinated people only,
Yeah.
but
Mhm.
not to get in a shit show with HIPAA. You just end the mandate and let the businesses decide. Amen. You can't. They can never have ever mandated a fucking shot.
No.
No, not here either. It's highly recommended.
Well, I mean, in your neck of the woods, there's a, I mean, in your neck of the woods, there's a whole different realm. I don't understand. I mean, I've been watching some of the stuff coming out of where I don't know what part of up there you are, but there's a whole.
What the Stevie?
Everybody's got weird stuff going on, but I mean, like, I've seen so many of the preachers that are being arrested and all this. That's kind of an odd thing. I think right now everyone's just coming undone. I mean,
It's been too long, isolated, no income, losing houses, that for over a year.
and people are watching politicians get richer and richer and richer.
Yeah.
Right.
And they're watching politicians go, I said you cannot worship God. I said it. And if you do, I will
Which-
have to arrest. And then
which-
they drag them out of churches.
I don't want to get too far into
Yeah,
this.
I won't go too far.
church,
Won't go
because
far.
talking about church on here is probably not a good thing.
No,
But
I won't.
I will say one thing on this though. As many of you know, my wife's a Catholic school teacher, okay, and full time, and she's a nurse part time. So right after whammy. All right. Now, separation of church and state. Okay, the church could have did exactly what the fuck, and I'm not just talking Catholics. Any denomination could have done any God-loving fucking thing they wanted to, because they separated church and state. State meaning, oh well, you can't, you can't teach it in public school. You can't teach anything about God, whatever, or Allah, or pick your fucking poison. Okay, you can't teach it. Okay, separation of church and state.
Oh yeah. I won't go any further than that. I'm just saying. I was just saying.
And, no, but I'm just saying they could have if they want. If the Catholic Church, especially the Catholic Church, right? If the Catholic Church wanted to, they could never have closed. And there wasn't a goddamn thing in the state of Massachusetts. Let's say they did in Massachusetts. There wasn't a goddamn thing the state of Massachusetts could do about it.
Because here in Maine, she went crazy. She went nuts.
She's a douche.
And people were like, they wanted her to say it. She was getting called out constantly. So are you saying the churches will not hold? There's many ways to hold service. They were saying, so I want to make sure we understand this. And then they looked her right in the face and said, you're saying there is no God. And she went, I didn't say that. She went, if you're saying by worshiping you'll die, then you're saying that there isn't. That you could die. She's like, I'm not saying it. She refused to answer any of the questions. They're like, are you or are you not? She wouldn't answer any of the questions. She just said there's many ways to do service, but you will not be doing it in the same room.
Yeah.
I was like, oh my God, she's literally going to close the church? Are you serious?
It's fucked up. She fucking knows, right? So I'm up in Bangor, and I said to the girl, how come you can't have breakfast here, but they can have breakfast outside next door? That makes no sense. At a Mexican fucking restaurant, they can do what they want, but I can't sit and eat my breakfast like I always do. When I come up here, the following morning, I wake up early. Breakfast starts at 6. I sit there till 6:45, eat my breakfast, watch TV, right? Can't do that. You know why? Because they're not their hotel. They're not. I forget how it. Because they're not considered a restaurant. They can't open that.
And that's the dumb stuff because it's like it's a restaurant.
Right.
The fact that
it's because it's the comfort. It's Comfort Inn Suites.
Well, yeah,
right?
but still, you had, and they say the restaurant is when you have to pay for the meal. You did pay for the meal. The meal was included in the cost of your stay.
Of your stay, exactly.
Yeah. So it was all of it. They've. In other words, if you're not willing to pay or you're not willing to support this political, if you're not willing to be a part, because let me tell you what, well, no matter what anybody says, Starbucks was open. That is not a restaurant, and they were open everywhere in America. They didn't flinch. They were like, you know what? Get your little croissant and your little cup of coffee.
Meanwhile, mom and pop, Joe and Rita's breakfast bagels shop that's been in existence since 1922 is now fucking closed.
Yep, tanked.
You know,
but Starbucks
and
you can get your.
They don't give a fuck about that.
Yeah, well, that's because the Starbucks is a big chain, lots of money, lots of political clout stuff. That's the sad part when you're looking at this. See, Flan, that's why I was saying that the belief in all of it can be somewhat individual because it became political all across the world. The ones who have money could open up, and people were literally going, you can't be within 6 feet of people and not have a mask on and this and this and this. Unless you're at a Walmart, you can be jammed in a line at a Walmart and you can't catch COVID in a Walmart because Walmarts have money.
Right.
You can't get COVID at a Starbucks because Starbucks has money.
Sass Green, 13th man, another Canadian, says SWAT team in Calgary, Canada, took down a priest under gunpoint in the middle of the street for breaking COVID rules.
Yeah. That's the stuff where it's getting way out of control. Where when a cop can point a gun at a priest for exercising his right, just my right for religion, just my right to believe in God. Nope, you won't do it unless I tell you. And that's where the jackbooted thug things is coming in. That's where it's all getting weird, and it's got nothing to do with COVID. Nothing.
Nope.
Okay, I'm going to jump on my phone, guys, and I'm not going to be on the chat. I'm just going to type. My fan is driving me crazy, and I'm sure you guys can hear it in the background. So I'm going to go hop on my phone, and I'll talk to you in a bit.
Okay.
Alrighty.
Good. But yeah, I'll end my soapbox there. But it'll be nice to be able to go around and walk around some more now, huh? Wouldn't that be nice?
Yeah, no, it's just
It's not soda hot. It's water, Cobra. Water.
Buffalo says, I'm in a place where our sheriff reserves raffles for shotguns twice a year.
Oh,
Raffle, he raffles off shotguns twice a year.
well, that's awesome. That's fantastic.
That's excellent. Deja vu. Yeah, well, I don't know why COVID bioweapon was big news when Obama was first elected. Where the hell you been, Gunpowder Beauty? Oh, your sister from Texas is in here. Is in Missouri for the weekend. Hope everyone has a great weekend. Well, have a great weekend, sweetheart.
Well, enjoy the dickens out of yourself, miss.
Exactly.
Gerald B will be happy when he can walk without pain again.
Yeah, you don't forget. You gotta notify the fucking. Oh, what I was gonna say about Maine, right? Look, in case you guys didn't know this, I mean, obviously the Mainers know it, and the Massachusetts people from Massachusetts know it. But Massachusetts at one time owned Maine. Okay, so, and I swear to God, other than a few things, nothing's different when you go from Maine to New Hampshire, Maine to Mass. Gun laws are a lot different.
Yeah.
Okay.
And so
But
is
I gotta tell
driving.
you something.
So is driving through Boston. The
Their
impossible.
fucking thought process, their government thought process is the same as down here, and it's fucking unbelievable. Buffalo River Backcountry says, we don't care much about the federal government down here. Stole a lot of people's land in 74 when they formed the National Forest. No shit, right? Sass Green, 13th man. What's going on, my brother? In restaurants, let me get back because somebody just wrote something and now I can't see it. In restaurants, here, when you walk into a restaurant, you must wear a mask, but as soon as you sit down, you can take it off.
Yeah. Now, what?
COVID only lives when you're standing.
Yeah. What? And that. See, these
It's
are the
the
things,
stupidest.
These are the things that are making me angry. When people are like, "No, you gotta put. You have to have so much feet." But when
Sorry,
you're in
I'm
a
just
Walmart, when
reading.
you're in a Walmart line, they don't want you 6 feet apart because they can't get the line. The line that gets too long, and then that's it. People start leaving, so they'll let them all congregate within a foot of each other. But so you can't get COVID in a Walmart line. You can't get COVID Starbucks. Okay, like he just said, you can't get COVID once you're in
So,
the restaurant.
Tomorrow
It's
when I go
to the table.
to my daughter's soccer game, I can sit in the chair without a mask on, but if I get up, I have to put a mask on.
So yeah, because
And I'm like, are you serious? Did you just read me that email? She says, that's what the email said. I goes, fuck the email. But I got to write, so I'm going to hear something for you. It says, Cobra says, Mikey, did you see John use that back scratcher? It's a hot whack story.
Here you go, Cobra. It's just for you, baby. Just for you.
The people from Northern Maine say you can have lower third back. Have a 1-3, what?
People from Northern Maine say you can have a lower 1/3 back.
Yeah, a lower 1/3. Yes, because Portland down is the Massachusetts annex. Biddeford, Saco, Arundel,
Yep.
Johnny's Town. They're all like that. Elliott, York. That's a Massachusetts annex. It really is. That's where they got camps up there. They stay there. They move. The same thing with New Hampshire, right?
Imagine a state that says you live too close to another state. Therefore, there are certain people in this state of Maine, no joke now, certain people, depending on where we live, that have to pay a fine. Imagine this, paying a fine on your taxes every year because you cheated us. And that's literally what it is. It's a fine because they're trying to tell you need to accept the fine. Accept the fine. I'm not going to accept the fine. Accept the fine, or we'll check into your finances. And if we find out you did go to New Hampshire you're in trouble. They want people where I live to pay them a lump sum fine because they want us to go, yeah, you went to New Hampshire. You bought gas, you bought stuff. You're cheating us. You went over there and paid cash and you know it. So they want us to pay them a lump sum fine every year in our taxes. It's so stupid.
Stupid. That's just like criminal.
Yeah.
Um,
And if you don't, they will pull your credit card information. They will look to see whether or not you went over to New Hampshire to buy stuff.
they can kiss my ass.
And they want those taxes.
But
It's only those of us that live in the immediate edge right around the state of New Hampshire. Only us have to do it.
it's just stupid.
Yep, Gerald B. That's the sales tax crap. And they want you to admit you cheated us, give us the money, or we'll investigate you. It's like, holy crap. Are you serious?
What's up, people?
Welcome back. But that's why I want to just do it. I'm telling you, I just want to go somewhere not too far, that I can. And I saw one, but I didn't have $750,000.
Whoever
There's great
They were
price.
selling 650 acres of land in the town of Avon, Maine, for
Yep.
I just said 650 acres of land.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
For $750.
I think my girl sent me that ad even.
land tax up there or no?
Yeah, there's land tax.
Yeah.
It's not once you, how do I even describe it? I don't even know
So
we have a line here in the state of Maine. We have a line.
It was $5,000. It's $5,000 on. By the way, on that Avon, it was $5,000 a year, I think.
Yeah.
Wow.
There's a line here in Maine, Steve, that once you pass that line, everything changes.
Right.
Yep.
You don't have all this city garbage. You don't have to have inspectors for this and here where I'm at. You can't. You wipe your ass. There's someone knocking on the door who wants to inspect your ass, and they need to pay them $75. Once you pass a certain line here in Maine,
Here too.
you might have a county thing. They may tell you that you need to have a fire guy come out and check your wood stove. Get a hold of the county. It'll probably take you 6 months to get somebody to come out there. It'll probably be the guy who owns the pizza shop. Your town will show up and do his inspection just so he can sign off, But once you reach a certain level up north, everything changes and becomes a whole. That's what Mikey was saying. Is I'm down here in Massholeville, all right, which basically is what it is. It's pretty much people from Maine that live down here and go, Jace, I wish I was up north. Hopefully I'll get up there here sometime here in the near future where I can get up there. But Mike, there's some good property up there right now. My girl sent me another one for the nice prices I'm seeing is on 40 acres. That seems to be what I'm seeing right now. Farms that went under. Stuff that did not go the way it was supposed to go. Didn't go the plan it was supposed to go, and it seems to be anywhere from 20 to 40 acres. Seems to be it. A couple outbuildings, just a little
You
simple.
go to Moore's Realty, right, and then also use. I'll tell you another one. Well, Moore's is really more up in Aroostook County.
Yeah, I'm familiar with them.
He's pretty good. I watch his videos all the time. I'm gonna give you the name of the other one in a minute if I can find the friggin' thing.
I check a lot in like farm flip and stuff like that. But I mean, there's been quite a few here recently, like that just came up. If you like something like you would like, Mikey, where there's no house there. You can put up a cabin and have it stay off the grid, and you don't have to worry about having it be taxed as a home. Okay.
Right.
But the one that I just got shown to me was 35 acres up in Patasquatus or whatever for
Just a Catacados, yeah.
for 69,000.
Yeah.
That ain't bad at all. 35 acres up there. And there's several 42 acres up in Penobscot County.
So here's another one, right? Mainland Kingdom lot. You ready?
Yeah.
1,434 acres.
That's going to be some tax, though.
Hang
That's
on,
gonna
what?
That's going to be some state stuff there.
All right. It's up in Aroostook County, so it ain't going to be that bad. 90 by 36 buildings on the side road, tucked back in a highly private 3 streams, yada, yada. $675,000. And
Yeah.
by the way, it's got a house on it.
Bigger you buy, the cheaper it is. That 2,000 an acre is about what it is here in northern Michigan.
Well, we're not running 2,000. We're not running 2,000 an acre here. We're not running that. That's what some of this stuff like. Here's one for 43 acres, and it's 39,000.
Wow, that's cheap. Now we can get that here, but it's in a swamp.
Well,
No, this is right
yeah.
here. You got 43
here's a
acres
link.
of wooded timberland. All right, no harvest in the last 25 years, which is a big thing. A slight slope from 710 to 600 plus. All right, which isn't bad whatsoever at all. There's a brook on the property. It's got it touches a road.
Check
And
check that link,
Check that link,
Johnny.
Hang on.
I just put it in the YouTube. All right, it's 83 acres of land of real estate in Dixmont.
Okay.
All right. What is the taxes on 83 acres of land?
It's probably going to be 2,600.
$1,010.10.
Is the land has the land been modified?
I'm watching it right now. It's beautiful.
What I'm saying is,
83 acres, $85,000.
but there's no house on it then.
No.
Okay, well that's the difference. Yeah, that's the. If it's been modified, it'll be 2,600, 2,700. Not
But
modified.
still, just put a
you're
fucking dude.
Oh,
I'll
yeah.
fucking
But the big thing with the
put
people
a
are
fucking
doing
double
here
wide
right-
on there.
the big thing that people are doing right now. Here, Mike, take a look. Pop on here. Let me share this with you. Here, I'll share this real fast. Share screen. Share screen. There we go.
Just make sure it doesn't have what do you call it.
It won't. It doesn't have anything like nothing bad on there whatsoever at all. Okay, so here's what we're looking at right here. They're just showing you the property. This is your
Whoops.
road coming in there.
Wait a minute, I fucked it up. I'm trying to make it bigger and I couldn't. Is that big for you guys? Is that it?
Okay, so yeah, they're just showing you the road coming in. You've got all the road coming in, the property. They're just showing you it's a nice, totally level area, not swamp or anything like that at all. And that's 43 acres, and that's 39,000.
Does this come with a house?
No,
Okay. It's the
Well, no,
same thing as I just.
I was agreeing with. I wasn't disagreeing.
Oh yeah.
Agreeing with you, saying yes, this is the stuff that people are grabbing right now because they don't. Once they get this, you've only got $1,000 a year in taxes. It's not that friggin' horrible. And you can if you can find an old camp. A lot of people find old campers. They find old mobile homes. They drag them up there. You just can't, as long as you don't hook it up to anything. You can't hook it up to a well. You can't hook it up to a.
Why not?
The minute you do that, you've modified the property. Now is when you're going to get the $2,700.
Yeah, but
As
still,
long as-
$2,700 on 40 acres of land is fucking peanuts.
Well, yeah, it's not bad whatsoever at all. I'm just telling you. But
You know what I mean?
if you drag a mobile home up there, you know the ones you see on Craigslist. You drag it up there.
Yeah.
You make sure the roof is on there, but you don't do anything but throw up. You can put up a solar panel. You can throw an outhouse out there. You can do anything like that. You're fine. The minute you hook it up to a septic and a well, now you've got, as long as the well's not in the house, you're fine. The minute it's in the house and the septic's in the house, now it's now considered a residence. And now you go into the property taxes and the residence taxes. And that's when you hit that 2,700. But yeah, if you just want a piece of property, we got them up here, 25, 50 acres, 40 acres, $30,000, $32,000. They're all over the place up here.
Yeah.
All these little farms that went under because they were trying to do tree farms everywhere. Everybody had a tree farm going. And now they all went under. They're all done. There's just gobs of places like that up here.
You sell the wife's car when she's at work, and off you go.
Yeah.
See, here's the thing, right? My wet dream is to sell everything and just homestead up there.
And now I remember property edging is a big thing up here. Property edging.
I won't need, you know what I'm saying? But if you buy 1,000, 1,400 and something acres of land.
But why? Why would you even want that?
Why not? You can hunt your own property and trap on it and do everything out of the goddamn thing you want to do on it.
You can get two 40-acre plots, so that's 80 acres, and you didn't even come close to that in cost, and you can trap all you want and do whatever you want there.
Yeah, but listen, okay.
Plus, if it's not posted in Maine, if I'm not mistaken, you can hunt on any property.
Them motherfuckers are crazy up here. These people are nuts up here. They'll actually try to get you to take your postings. Will you just curve in on your posting and let us drive freaking snowmobiles through your property?
I'd rather just listen. If somebody said you want 80 acres of land, or would you rather have 1,440 acres of land and you're only going to pay $1,010 in taxes? Are you kidding me? There's no way I turn that down.
Yeah, but you can live for the rest of your life off that 600,000.
But I could also,
if I paid it off,
the 80 acres of land, you're going to run out of wood. I'm not going to run out of wood on 1,000.
No, you won't. Tier farming is a big thing up here. You know that.
You can sell all the friggin', but I have the maple for the maple. You know that.
I know. 80 acres, you would never, ever, 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 ever. You could never run out of wood. You could never run out of anything. On 80 acres, you have more than all you need.
My motto is go big or go home. But that's just me. I would own that much. I would own half the state of Maine if I had the money to own half the state of Maine. You kidding me?
But 1,100 acres, you're gonna be infiltrated by those in snowmobiles. They're gonna be everywhere. Be riding all.
Depends. It all depends if there's a trail on it.
Oh, they cut in.
And you can make it closed. Post it.
It used to be fine because people were respectful, but nowadays nobody respects anything.
Then you close it and you post it. You know.
But yeah, I mean, for me, 40 acres is beautiful. I mean,
Buffalo River had a great idea. Just buy your land bordering a national park, and you got all that to play with too.
Yeah, there was one actually, Buffalo, up near Baxter State Park in Maine. This guy was selling 250 acres of land, and it bordered Baxter State Park.
That's how my property up north is like that. If I walk out my driveway and go either way within walking distance, I'm on state-owned land. Do whatever I want, except for burn it down.
And also, if you do something like that, Mikey, the DNRs are going to be all up your butt. 1,000 acres, you're going to have the state all over you.
Why?
Because they want to buy your wetlands. Well, they don't want to buy it. They want to.
They buy shit.
They want to make arrangements with you.
But here's dude, you know me. Here's what you don't understand about me, though. You might know me, but here's what you don't understand. You ready? We'd like to know. We want you to know. We want to know.
That's
Can
me.
we know?
That's me. Nope. Get off my land. Do it now.
We'll just put you on the helicopter flight path then for the training thing at the military base.
That's fine. I can shoot.
All right.
Yeah, they when you have a big enough piece of property, those guys are on you all the fucking time.
The thing is that you can't hunt in Baxter. I know you can't hunt in Baxter State Park. I know that, but he owns 250 acres that's adjacent to it.
Yeah.
But I mean, I'm not a hard ass. If I buy property, it's like I always made fun of people in my hometown, right? I moved out of my hometown where I grew up, and I don't know, I forget how many years ago it was. I'm going to my mom's, and I go down this road that I was on all the time. All of a sudden, I see a sign. I'm like, oh, that sign's new. What's that sign read? You know what the sign read? Whistles not blown at railroad crossing. You know why? Because the fucking zipperheads that bought the fucking house next to a railroad track doesn't want to listen to a whistle. So I get to my mom's. I'm like, what's up with the no whistle bullshit? She goes, I don't even want to talk about it. I go, well, God forbid, if somebody's pet, whatever. I says, oh, God forbid a fucking kid gets hit or a person breaks, whatever the case may be. Because there's no whistles. I go, you don't want to hear a whistle from a train? Don't buy the fucking house there, you idiot.
Yeah, that's like,
you know what I'm saying?
we got people here for a
Oh,
while.
just
So
drive me
fat
crazy.
move next to a cow farm, and then you try to get the cow farm shut down because it stinks.
Oh my god, that's just that's all that stuff though. That oh my god, I remember that was happening in Kansas for a while. It's a pig farm. It's a pig farm. They have pigs. They smell like pigs, and when they do the slaughter runs, there are trucks that roll in and out of there. There are gut trucks, and what I mean by a gut truck is just exactly what you think it is.
Yep.
It is a gut truck. All right.
That's the hot dog truck.
No, that's the we got rid of all these parts and these parts, but then there's these barrels. They fill these barrels up with they're stickered. And these are the barrels that say none of this stuff
It's edible.
is consumed. None of it. And they take all those barrels and they load them up, but those are juicy barrels. Those barrels got stuff on the outside, stuff on the inside.
But I just never. It's
And
like,
those barrels roll down the road, your dirt road, as they go by your house, and they deposit little leaky
but don't,
drizzle.
but don't
streak.
live there though. You know what I mean? No, it's just don't.
Well, that's it. But those are the rules. You move next door, so there's a crappy part of the year when they go into critter harvest. That wow,
Yeah, November and October.
you want to go a different direction because just
But
for about
I
2
just
weeks
think
it sucked. But you moved in; it's your problem.
Hey, Saf Green.
yeah, I'd love to. Sass says, "Come up, Mikey, and let's hunt." I'd love to go up where you are and hunt. It's a dream. It's another bucket list. I've got many acres of prime hunting land, but there might be a bit of snow. That's all right. I know you get snow like in fucking Labor Day or something. Well, our Labor Day, I don't know what they call it up in Canada, but
Yeah,
no, I don't. So if there's a snowmobile trail on the 1,400 acres I buy, well then so be it. But I'll fight them tooth and nail if they start tearing up my property.
yeah,
You know,
we
and not respect if I find trash and all that.
the guy who has
Yeah.
the big fields right here. We're in the middle of a big battle right now. He has these pristine, Mikey, pristine fields. He gets top dollar for the hay. I mean, when this stuff is like, it's like 5 feet tall and it looks like perfect grass. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's just the nicest stuff. But the snowmobile started ripping through there, and they're dropping stuff from all over. And now he's got weeds in it. He's got it's a mess. This guy is so upset. It's an absolute mess. He's got runs of weeds that just go through it like the weed is a trail. You know what I mean? And he's kept this thing so pristine, but the snowmobiles got in there this last 2 years and they've ruined it.
People
This
just,
guy had some of the most beautiful hay. Oh, I used to love to watch him go down there and pull that stuff out of there. He'd only square bale it. And I mean, you're like, damn, that's some beautiful hay.
About 8 or so, I would say HRM, 8 or 9. How many duplex houses can you fit on 1 acre?
Depends on where you live.
But you know,
New York, they can do a lot.
I just I can like here in my town. I think I'm not too sure, but I think there's a law on having a rooster, right, within some kind of limit in the town.
Yeah, they got those stupid laws.
So,
here.
but you know, I can almost understand that one. All right, I don't want to be woken up at 5 o'clock in the fucking morning either.
Well, no, but remember now, hold on. Now, that's what they tried to
But-
play on me, and I was like, apparently you don't know what a damn chicken is. Then and they were like,
Well, my
"You
thing
know
is that
no, there's roosters and there's chickens. Roosters are what wake you up, not chickens.
well, here's
And
the thing,
I
right?
don't need a rooster to have chickens.
It says we're a farming community. Big sign when you come into my town.
Yeah,
It says Drake is a farming community. And they tried to stop the kid from having he wanted 2 pigs or something. And they tried to stop him. And he's like, how can you stop me? He says, I'm doing it, everything by law. The pen has to be X amount of feet. He says, I got 2 feet on each side of the pen more than what the law states. He said, you know, every sign in this town says we're a farming community. So what's the fucking problem? You know.
see here,
But he goes out there. He goes out there and picks up his pig shit.
Here, what they did was they put these 150-foot restrictions.
The ones I can see.
150. So it's like 150 feet for your chickens. They can't be within 150 feet of your home. And what they're doing is they're considering any point. It's crazy how they do it. They bring this line out there. It's like a tape measure, and they go, all right. You go, well, no, that's a pole sticking out of the deck. They go, that's the furthest point on your home, and they'll literally count your deck, everything. So they go all the way out and go, well, your property's
Yeah,
not.
but how do you? So you're telling me you need 150 feet to have a chicken at your house?
Oh yeah, they've. I had chickens. And my neighbors all loved them because they would tell me, "Can you come do your little shaky thing in my yard and have them come over here?" Because the neighbors loved it. They'd want me to bring them over there so they'd eat all the ticks and stuff. Tell you what, you have 10 chickens, you have a clean lawn, and I mean clean lawn. There ain't a tick to be found. Them little suckers will find every one of them. But now they want 150 feet from any part of your house. They count your garage as part of your house. So as you're going across your property line, going, the house is here and the house goes back this way, they want to go to the very back edge. What's the furthest part of his whole entire house? Mark that. Now go 150 feet. And you're on somebody else's property. They go, ooh, see, yeah, you can put a chicken coop on his property, but then that's his property. So, yeah, sorry. They want $25 a chicken for a permit or whatever the hell it is. You're like, oh, what they did was they got it all so impossible it cannot be done. I'd have to have like a freaking acre and a half of land in the back, have the chickens 150 feet that way from the house. Then who would pay $25 to raise a damn chicken?
Yeah.
Who?
But they didn't say no.
Oh yeah.
So you should be happy.
Oh, yeah. But now if I go that way down the road, another mile and a half, it's nobody's business. It's nobody's fucking business.
Live free or die.
You know, so well, you're inside the town limit, you see, and you're like, no, I don't see it. I just don't see how a chicken on me.
Oh, like when you come out of your front door and go left.
Yeah.
That's what you're saying. Yeah.
If I go that way, go up that, start heading up the hill, then they go,
But like you're coming back to my house. Yeah.
You're out of the now that you're out of the city limits. So in
You
other
do what
words,
you want.
you can have 2 houses next door to each other, right?
Right.
One house that's a horrific issue, just an unbelievable horrific issue if they have chickens. Take 2 steps in the neighbor's yard, no big deal. It's like how does that happen? How in the hell does that happen? But see, now I'm in a worse spot because the new trail, all the money they spent,
Yeah.
circles my house. On that side of the house is the entrance to the trail, and over on here is the exit to the trail. That was the big railroad tracks that used to go around my house. And they pulled out all that stuff, brought in a bunch of dirt and stuff, and put up a couple signs and went, look, it's the trail. It's a nice trail, but, you know.
Right.
You know, I don't know. But that's my thing, though. I would have all that land, and I would homestead, and I would absolutely have an absolute fucking blast. You know, and I would
Bangor,
not,
keep 4 hens, no roosters. Yeah, that'd be nice.
yeah, it's the city. It's 35,000 people in
Well,
the
no,
city of fucking
but
Bangor.
they're smart enough to realize you can keep 4 hens, no rooster.
But here's the thing,
I
right?
understand the
Exactly.
rooster.
But
I
here's the
understand-
thing. It all depends what side of Bangor you live on, right?
Yeah.
So if you live on the west part of Bangor, on what's that, Route 2, you got Herman's right there. You can fucking do anything you want in Herman.
See, and for me, it was always 6 chickens. It's the way I was raised. That's what it was. It was 6 chickens. If you had 6 chickens, you were in perfect
See, but
shape.
I'd want meat chickens too, though. So 6 wouldn't be enough.
Well, see, but now you're farming. I can understand that in a city. I get that part where you've got 25, 30, 40. Okay, I can understand that, the smell. I get that part. But 6 chickens, I don't understand because there is nothing that 6 chickens do that are going to affect anybody except lay 6 eggs a day. And I'm interested in the 6 eggs.
Exactly.
I even have a beautiful chicken coop here. It's still sitting here, Mikey. Still sitting right
The
here.
most, you ready? Sass Green says the most chickens he had in 1 year was 1,500.
See, wow.
See,
Yeah.
Sass lives in God's land, in God's country.
Oh, yeah, there you go.
Me
See,
and,
now,
me and my father-in-law raised 100 one year just for meat chickens. Oh
Yeah.
my God, it was so much better than store-bought.
oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And I remember when we did ours, I was living with my buddies, and I was learning a lot from this guy. He's so freaking smart. He was like, "You want to learn something?" I was like, "What?" He goes, "Ever socked a chicken?" And I was like, "Sock a chicken?" He goes, "You like plucking?" I said, "No, I don't like plucking." He goes, "You sock a chicken?" I was like, "The hell is this socking a chicken crap?" Dude, no joke. After he cuts her off, he takes the thing off like a sock. Turns it inside out.
Yeah, just skin it.
He goes, I'm not going to go through and knocking the feathers off and having a plucker thing. And nah, he just literally.
Well, that's what they do. They put it in machines now. It looks
It
like
just-
a fucking. Looks
it
like an
pulls-
old. Remember the old washers? Remember the old washers?
Yeah, but he didn't
100
want
years
that.
ago.
He didn't want
And now
that.
they have. I know, but I'm just saying. Now they have with the things coming out the holes. You put that fucking thing in there, fucking feathers go everywhere.
Yeah, he doesn't even do that though. He literally pulls it. That's it. One little nip and pull. The whole- turns
Sass,
the whole thing inside out.
Sass says the only thing you can't do is find a friend to help you clean the chicken coop.
Yeah, I had that job. That was my I learned don't ever stall on. Don't ever hold off today on a chicken coop. Don't ever do that.
But
Do
they
it right
say
now.
don't do it in the winter because it's an insulator and it keeps them warm.
No, that's true. No, it's true.
Right?
It's true.
Am I right on that?
It's
And
true.
also too, like when you're buying a chick, if you're buying a chicken, not a chick, if you're buying a chicken from somebody, they said the first thing to do is put it on its back, take your thumb, open its feathers, and make sure there's no fucking what do you call it?
Willie.
What Stevie?
Willie?
Yeah, or what do you call it? No. What do you?
Are you referencing flight feathers?
No, it's like a rash. It's like a.
Oh,
fucking humans get it.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
Um,
Can't say it now.
Fuck. Anyways, to check.
I got a buddy who has fun though. When
Yes,
everybody-
buffalo mites and all that. Thank you.
I got a buddy who has a lot of fun. Now, people don't like him when they find out what he does, but his guy's got it down pat. He doesn't raise chickens. He'll tell you, I don't raise chickens, but I have fresh farm raised chickens every year. All I want, I don't pay anything for them. You go, how the hell you do that? He goes, it takes about a week to get a whole year's worth. He goes, but you can do it in a week if you just pay attention. And he gets himself an Uncle Henry's and he does Craigslist and he literally goes on and looks for everybody who's getting rid of their roosters. coming into winter. They'll be getting rid of their roosters. He goes and gets he's got a thing in the back, gets every freaking one of them. Goes, people go, you're not going to eat him, are you? No, I'm not going to eat him. Of course not. Nope. Man, that guy just goes around collecting all because everyone's getting rid of them. Once they've raised them, they're like, oh, crap, I got like 12 freaking roosters now. Oh, shit. They're just giving them away.
There's also a good byproduct from that. The neck feathers make excellent hackles for fly tying.
Oh, really?
Really?
Yeah.
But I know he starts up north and just starts coming on down. And then he's just got these big, like dog. It's like a giant dog kennel. And he's got 2 of them in the back of it. And he's just filling these bad boys up, just filling them up. He'll take, if you got 10 roosters, he'll take all 10. He doesn't give a crap. Gets back home and he just starts coning them as fast as he can cone them. That's
Fucking,
it.
fucking Sass Green says, if you have a chicken on its back, and you're playing with chicken nuggets.
The Vegan Garden Master. Who's that?
Come on, you know who that is.
Hello?
The Vegan Garden Master? Oh, I don't know.
Hello?
I don't know who the Vegan Garden Master is.
You having a good one?
Oh my God!
You didn't know it
Here,
was fucking. You didn't know it was gear. Hey guys, give me a minute. I'll be right back.
I did not know he was the Vegan Garden Master.
Everybody get out the weapons. Mike's gone. Oh,
Yeah,
damn it.
finally got. You would have loved it. Gear. I had the most insane garden issue I've ever had in my life. Never seen it happen before. I had 30 sunflowers that I got sprouted up, and they're probably like, I don't know, 8 inches tall. Then every one of them fell over. Every one of them fell over. Then every one of them curl-tailed. They literally curled up, and then the leaves start literally heading up towards the sun. All right, and I'm sitting there scratching my head going, I don't know what I was going to just pull them all up. And then they've been sitting out on this back deck here, and then all of a sudden yesterday, they all stood up. Now imagine
Did you have a school?
they're like this tall. Then every one of them just fell over, and then they curled back up like they were heading back towards the sun. So they look like an S, and then yesterday they all just started standing up.
Did you have like a cool spell or anything?
Yeah, they were inside.
Oh,
I had them in here is where I started them at.
okay.
And it was the weirdest. I'd never, ever, ever seen it before. Never seen it.
Think they was leggy then?
I don't know. I don't have a clue.
They might have just all went on strike together until you gave them some more attention.
I'm telling you what, it was the weirdest damn thing I'd ever seen.
Do you have any kind of fan on the plants that you have inside?
No, I don't do any of that. I don't do any of that stuff at all. I literally have a thing by a window. I start them right there. No, I don't put. Yeah, I don't do anything other than the old-fashioned way of doing it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
When I was a kid, there weren't grow lights, and yet we still managed to do sprouting in the house. we didn't have $147 grow. We just found a window, and that's where we did our sprouting at right there. I've been doing that way since I was a kid. So that's all I did. I do it every single year. Everything works fine. And I started strengthening, going outside. As they start to get like 2-3 weeks old, and you're starting to no more frost. I'm still having, I was still having frost, but during the day I was fine. It was like 45, 50 degrees. So I'm taking them outside, making sure they're not getting, for the first few days, hard sun, and keeping them nice and wet, and everything was fine. They were doing good. And all of a sudden one day they just went, everything tipped over. It was weird. I have never seen it before. Tomato plants went over, everything tipped. I lost half the tomato plants, but all the sunflowers just turned around the other day and just stood straight up. Now they're all like almost a foot tall, and they were all laying down on their sides. It was
Did the tomato plants snap in half, or
no? They just half of them just laid down and died. All right, but I'm used to that, because when you're doing like heirloom stuff, you lose a lot of them. I don't know. Some people go, well, that's why I use light. I don't use lights. I just sprout them. But I lost probably half. But I did
Now,
40.
if you
40. So
if you use grow lights and a fan, that wouldn't. No, I'm joking with you.
yeah, here you go. You see, if you would build an actual room, John, and they could do a dedicated seedling room. Yeah, right. Okay. I do it the old. I like to do stuff the old way because they were doing it like that for I don't know, generations and generations. They started back, like, well, they've been doing it without grow lights since 1290. So I figure it's got to be okay. It must work. But yeah, you lose some. I mean, they'll just fall over or whatever.
Right.
At least it's now and not when they're about to produce tomatoes.
Right. Oh yeah. And I usually will always do like I did 40, hoping to get at least my 10.
Yeah.
And I've got like 25 or 26. I've been sitting around waiting because I was getting ready to build my I'm building a new garden system so I can work on the deck. All right. So I'm going to do my tomatoes in 10 5-gallon buckets, and I'm building a 2-tier system that holds 10 5-gallon buckets.
Yeah.
So it tucks in nice and neat. And I was waiting for it to find a deal on them, and I found one today, $2 a piece. So that seemed fair to me for brand new 5-gallon buckets. But I needed to have at least 10 big beefsteak plants. I got 20 some odd. So, I always overdo it because I know I lose. I've only been dumb and did like 12 once, and I lost all 12. And you're like, shit, now I gotta start over.
Yeah.
I only had that happen once, and then I don't do that.
Plus, if you get over harvest, it makes great neighbors giving away tomatoes now. And
Yeah. Well, see, now I put up though. I mean, a lot of people don't know that about me, but I have water bath canners. I have pressure canners. I do all of that stuff. So I do it every single year. But like the weird one was the cukes. I put in 40 cukes this year, pickling cuke plants. All 40 are doing good. So now I've got way too freaking many of those.
Well, you start by making pickles. That'll take care of it.
Oh yeah. That's my favorite one though. I don't like the big giant. I don't like the huge cucumbers. I don't know. They don't do it for me.
Yep.
I mean, and I tend, if I make a salad for me and just me and Rhett, I'll use one pickling cuke. You know what I mean? It tends to be what I use. So
yeah.
And plus, I mean, I like doing the really light pickled cukes. Those are nice. I like it a lot. Plus, they're good for you to go through the winter. They'll get you on through the winter.
You're talking about a light pickle?
It's called a light pickle, as in like light in the amount of the amount of vinegar it's in it. It's not as vinegary as some of the other stuff.
Yeah.
Ohio, how is you?
My favorite's good old bread and butter pickles.
Ohio.
I got a train going by, so I'm just going to mute.
That's cool.
Bread and butter's good. I'll only eat bread and butter pickles if I make them. If I make them or they're homemade, they're good. I do not like them in the store though.
I'm sorry.
I haven't done too bad in the store, but they're not near what my mama used to make.
You couldn't hear me puking. Let me do that for you again because I have myself muted. Bread and butter pickles, my ass. No, thank you.
Well, I like all pickles, but it's just that there's well, yeah. See now, dill. That's the toughest. That is the hardest pickle to do because that is a ferment. That's a fermenting pickle.
My wife just bought me. My wife actually gear like this. My wife just bought seeds for the pick. Say it for me.
Marigolds?
Pickle plant?
Yes, thank you, Steve.
Cucumbers?
Nope. Pickle
Dude,
plant.
you can come by here. I'll hand you a handful because I got way too many now.
Well, it's kind of cool being able to grow your own, isn't it?
Yeah.
Of course, mine are all in pots. I think I'm going to do a video, and I'm going to do like not a spoof on gear, but he's got me beat by about 100 of them. But my wife put out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think she's only doing one pot of tomatoes this year. Last year we did 2. Both of them come out great. The plants were really nice.
This is what I'm doing right here, Mikey. I do this every year. That's what I'm doing right there.
Oh, cool. You have a yard. I don't have a yard.
Well, no, this will be on my deck. It doesn't require this. This is designed for your deck. It's just that I took the picture in the yard. But now I won't be doing these 2 last ones won't be flowers because there's no woman here anymore. So these will actually be 2. So I'll have 10. These will all be beefsteaks.
Well, still,
She's
though, throw marigolds in there to help keep the critters away.
The wife has.
I like that. I like that idea. I've seen a guy put wheels on it. That way he can wheel them in at night in his garage. That way the deer don't eat his tomato plants and stuff.
Yeah, I put them up. I have them up on my deck. The deer don't come around this part of my property. They stay down there. I have a brook that runs the full length of my property. They'll stay down there, and I have a small orchard. It's very small. I've got two pear trees, 2 apple trees, just a couple little.
And a partridge and a pear tree.
No, I did just put in blueberries, Mikey. I just put them in, so I probably got another year
Mikey
to go.
likes blueberry. I'm a blueberry muffin, blueberry pie, blueberry donut type of guy.
I'm putting in raspberries. I put in blueberries last year. I'm putting in raspberries and blackberries this year.
So
have all my stuff coming off my land.
We're up to Cottage, right? And I don't know, 5 years ago, my kid brother was gonna grass whip the fucking raspberries behind the house and beside the cottage and everything. And my other brother had a heart attack. He goes, well, what the fuck's wrong with you? You can't do that. He's all, they were overgrown, And, I want to cut them back a little. So you can't do that. You can't do that. Fast forward. Hey, can I put one of those, those pop-up garages you can make, with the canvas and all that, you put it together and all that, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
He goes, yeah, shoot for it, go for it. He says, go right ahead. You're not going to get taxed on it because it's not, it's not immovable. It's what do you call it? So, what did he do to put that up?
Mowed the raspberries again.
He mowed down the fucking raspberries. He's yelling at my other brother for fucking wanting to cut the raspberries bush back, and he just mowed them all down.
Oh.
Yep.
That usually makes them come back stronger once or twice.
Oh, Brenda makes bread and butter pickles, huh? I'm sorry, that's just not. Oh, I can't do it.
So
Gerald says, if I want some blackberry, I would love to. I would love to, but I think he's a long ways from me, though.
No, he's fucking further away from me than he is from you.
How far is Gerald from me?
He's fucking 15 minutes out of Bangor.
Well, yeah, that's 3 hours.
It's got to be less than 3 hours.
No, that's 3 hours.
It's 3. Let me tell you, it's 3 hours.
I'm 8 minutes from the New Hampshire border.
Okay, hear me out.
It's 3 hours.
Hear me out. It's 3 hours and 15 minutes from Haverhill, Massachusetts.
That's because you're a driver. Okay. I don't drive the way you drive.
I drive 70 miles. I got a governor on my truck at 70 miles an hour.
There's nowhere I'm going 70 miles an hour.
It's the fucking speed limit.
I don't do 70 miles an hour.
Oh, what do you? Oh, you're one of those jerk offs that go in the left lane.
No,
You're doing like fucking 50, aren't you?
Now that wasn't fair. I'm in the right lane.
Doing
I'm in the
50.
right lane. No, I'm in the right lane doing 55 because I don't feel there's any reason to go any further than that. Now, if you want, I get swished all the time. That's fine. God love all of you. Have a great time. I won't be in your left lane. Trust me, it won't happen. But I don't feel any reason to get into a large steel box and hurl myself down a highway with a bunch of wild people doing 70 miles an hour. It just doesn't.
I wonder why. See, folks, listen to Mike for a minute. It's not a 3 hour ride for him. It's probably more like a 2 hour and 25-minute ride for him, or a 2 hour and 40-minute ride for him. It just takes him that long because, well, he doesn't want to do the speed limit.
hey, can you see all these?
Hang on, let me bring you up.
What you got there? I see What looks to be
Flowers.
Flowers, yeah.
Yeah, those were planted. Those were on clearance last year. When
Really?
They were planted. Yeah, and they came back. They're not supposed to come back.
Oh, you
but
put them in
they
the
did.
ground?
Yeah.
I got you. Yep. I normally, when I buy the white flowers like that, for whatever reason, I put them in a pot. She doesn't transplant them.
Yeah, and we got that.
Are they mums?
I don't know what they are, man. They're flowers. They're purple. We got this thing. I don't know what the hell that is either.
That's a lavender tree.
Oh, is that what it is?
Yeah, I got one of those out in my backyard. Those things, when they get a little bigger in the springtime, when they flower out, like right now,
What, a
wow,
lavender tree?
your whole damn backyard is amazing. I'll tell you what. I like sitting on the deck for about 4 weeks.
Oh, this is my front. This is the front of the house.
Sass Green says, quick quiz. Who can pull out gun point first? Okay, go.
So yeah, that's this is the front of the house.
You got one right here beside me.
I
I want
was gonna say
to
Steve wins.
on getting Mike in trouble.
I was going to say Steve wins that only because Stump's not here. It'll probably be a toss up between Stevie and Stump who'd have a out quicker.
Here's the back of the house. It's dark as hell back there.
Right.
What'd you call me? Back of the house? What?
But yeah. So I think I might do that. I think I might. What's she growing? She's got one with string beans, one with my pickle. What?
Mikey, I got a great idea.
Well,
Incredible idea.
what?
What if I toss you a few bucks and you tap on the brakes when you get up there in Bangor, up by Gerald B, and you grab a few of those plants?
Yeah, if I can ever meet up with him, because my fucking company decides, oh, we're gonna hold you back a couple of hours. Da da da. I'm getting up there at fucking 9 o'clock at night, and I start at fucking 6 o'clock, 5 o'clock in the fucking morning. So by the time I get there, I am fucking out like a mofo. You know what I mean?
And you're giving me shit for not doing 7.
In the fucking week that I was up there at fucking, because 1 week it snowed, right, over the winter, and I didn't go on a Tuesday. I went on a Wednesday, and I got to the hotel at like fucking 3:30 in the afternoon, and he ain't around. Where'd Ohio go? I didn't kick him out.
No, he probably had. He was going inside.
It's like, because I was supposed to meet up with him. I was supposed to meet up with him a couple weeks ago, and I'm like, motherfucker.
Well, if you're gonna meet up with him, let me know. I'll toss you a few bucks and grab some of them bad boys.
You don't have to fucking toss me any money. I'll pick them up for you.
That would be. I would love that.
You know that.
Because the ones you get out over at Tractor Supply, man, I don't know. I just don't trust those things.
That's all. That's
The hybrids like that don't have the same flavor. If you,
I don't trust them.
do you guys get wild blueberries growing up there?
yes.
We are the
Wild blueberry capital of the East.
That's right.
Mass, New
Won't
Hampshire,
you eat a
Vermont.
wild blueberry? You ain't gonna eat a store-bought blueberry.
Well, no.
No, yeah, you're right. I mean, it's
But nope. Now High Bush is a hybrid. All right. But once they've been in the ground here for a few years, a few seasons,
They
I'll tell you-
back.
I'll tell you what. I'll put you a dime to a dollar against those high bushes or something else.
Yeah.
And you get like 10. I mean, I worked 10 high bush plants 3 times in a row, one in the same like 3-week period of time. The same 10 bushes are what I was allowed to work. And I mean, the plastic grocery bag, you know, I had 11.
Wow.
11 before I was done. 11 of those. And each one of those bags was probably getting close to about 5.5 pounds.
At least.
Yeah, 5.5 pounds, 5.5, 6 pounds. And I had 11.
see, that's
But-
too many.
After they grow in, they get that bite back to them.
But see, Mikey, I eat during the wintertime. I probably do berries 5 days a week. And I literally make my own yogurt. If you see my video, I just put one out about making my own yogurt. I
Right.
make my own yogurt, and I'll have that every single morning with a full cup or 2 cups of berries in it.
Damn.
It's a good way for me I feel full, but I didn't just dump, 9,000 calories in my butt. So you get lots of fiber.
If you're doing it the wrong way, you're supposed to eat the stuff with your mouth orally, not
Yeah.
anally.
Out the butt, in the mouth.
Yeah. See, I'm more of
No
the,
wonder you're not. No wonder you're losing weight, man.
I'm more of the. I'll take a blueberry pie. I'll take the blueberry muffin. I'll take blueberry pancakes. I'll make a fruit cup. I'll steal some watermelon and pineapple from the girls because my girls they eat fruit for lunch. They don't buy their school lunch. They don't bring a lunch. I mean, they bring a lunch, but they don't bring like a lunch like a sandwich. They bring they have, my wife will buy a tray of watermelon, a tray of melon, honeydew or whatever. I can't stand that either. But she'll in a pineapple, and the girls put them in the little cups, and off they go. So I would add the blueberries to it, and just have a fruit.
Yeah, and I will literally, I'll throw the blueberry. Occasionally, I'll just throw them in a pan, just start to warm them up so they start to break a little bit. And once they start to break, I'll dump that in the yogurt right there. I'll have a cup of yogurt, and I'll have a cup or a cup and a half of blueberries. I do
That's
my
a lot of blueberries for one sitting.
I like them. I mean, they're. It's just like when I do the app. I do like the applesauce that I was taught, where we get the peelers going. We'll run peelers till we get everything done, and then you start the breakdown. Just start the breakdown on the apples, so they're starting to release their juice and all that. Then they get cinnamon and they get sugared, and I stop right there and can it right then.
Yep, got a little texture
Yep.
to it.
Don't go any further than that. Do not want to go any further than that whatsoever, because you lose when you go to can certain things. Certain things you water bath, but you're still cooking it again. People forget that.
Yeah,
You pressure cook it. You're really so you begin to really overcook this stuff. So you leave it back where it's still got the apple texture to it. Then when you can it, it's perfect.
Yeah.
It's perfect.
it took my mom a couple of times to learn how to can pears.
Oh,
Like just a big mouthful of mush.
those are hard.
She got it. She got it.
Canning pears is tough because boy, you'll mess them up quicker than nothing flat.
Yeah, you'll have
Can't do pears.
pear sauce.
Yep.
Can't do pears.
And
You know,
Chad, I want to get a new. I want to
pears over fresh pears.
I would agree with you, Ohio.
You know what I love though? Out of a can, you mentioned it's not a fruit, but canned potatoes.
Canned potatoes is good. But we've been doing that. We've been doing that here forever. That's how we put. As long as you get the companies that will blanch them, where they peel them, blanch them real quick, and then can them while they're still raw, they get to a perfect consistency. They'll absolutely be perfect. I can potatoes every freaking year, every single year, because
you said potatoes.
Yeah, the white
Potatoes.
potato. Maine's famous for
Khakis, okay?
Maine's famous for
No, I
white
thought you
potatoes.
said, to be honest with you, I thought you said bananas. I was like, I've never heard of anybody canning fucking bananas.
Oh,
No, I don't can bananas. So
HRM says I just ate a small cheesecake and drank a pint of milk. I'm ready to gain a pound. Oh,
Yeah.
dude, cheesecake is my fucking worst enemy. I go to wife and I think the last time my wife and I were out to dinner, and the waitress come over and she's like, would you like dessert? And I looked at my wife, she looked at me, and I go, well, what's for dessert today? And she goes, well, we got cheesecake. And I said, my wife says, yeah, just bring one over. And I'm like, no, bring two. And she says, no, bring one. I said, no, bring two, because she's going to eat most of mine, and I want one ball by myself.
Right. Yeah.
yeah,
But
cheesecake.
oh my god, I love fucking cheesecake.
Cheesecake is I
Sass,
really like it if you
Sass Green, that's exactly what I was thinking.
what's that?
If he eats lots of blueberries, I'm like a loose blue goose.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've
Two
been
cups of a lot of blueberries.
And that's
I've
only
been
with me
eating
with apples. Apples does.
What
I've been eating them like I've been eating that much of them though for good God Almighty, a long time.
what makes these waitresses and waiters and people who work at restaurants think that you want more than one spoon with your fucking dessert? You know what I mean?
Well, those are sharing people.
I don't share
Yeah.
shit when I order. It's like if you want one, order it yourself. I'm with Mikey on this one. If you want
Oh,
one,
you
order it
kidding me?
yourself.
It's like
Get your own.
I sit there at my
Yeah.
dinner table, right? I sit at the head of the table, of course, right? So I got the wife on the right, my oldest daughter's on my left. And the other night I'm eating, and all of a sudden, like pretty much like usual, here comes a fork. And so I grab the hand that it belongs to and I go, "What are you doing?" "Well, I'm trying to take something off your plate." I go, "Daddy, I do this to you every night of the week. You're just not paying attention." I go, "Really? Really?" She
Fucking
goes, "Dad,
trains,
every time
man,
you
like
turn your
every
head,"
10 minutes.
she was like, "every time you turn your head and you talk to Mom, I take something off your plate." I said, "That's good to know." She says, "Why?" I said, "Because now you're not going to sit there no more. You're going to sit over there." But it's like, listen, my food's my food. No. You know, especially if I'm eating lobster, go away. Go away. You're not even getting the legs. Go away.
Get that hand chewed right off.
That will get you stabbed.
I remember that boy. That used to that's what girls would do on dates and stuff like that. Drove me crazy. You go.
Well, that's so at the end of the night they can say, "Well, I didn't eat cheesecake. I shared it with my boyfriend. We split it." In other words, you get one forkful and she has 20 or 10.
Well, then they'll go salad. You're like, okay, and then you're getting your stuff, and they're eating off your plate, and it's like, and they look at you and go, "Oh, I don't think I can finish this salad." Well, why don't you give me the damn salad? Because you ate my damn dinner.
Yeah.
What the hell's that?
It could be fast food. You could go to McDonald's and they'll be like, you get like a #1 meal with a Coke.
Yeah, fries are
Well,
gone.
I just want a cheeseburger.
Yeah.
I'll have a couple of your fries. No, order your own damn fries because you're going to eat mine.
Yeah. Throw them out if you don't want them.
Yep.
Or I'll say, well, give me an extra French fry. Or, "You're going to eat 2 fries?
Yep.
No, but you're going to help me eat 2 fries. I know for a fact."
Yeah. It
Sass-
never fails. Never, ever fails.
Well, they win
Sass-
both ways. If they're
Sass Green-
sharing, they can say they're sharing and don't have any guilt about eating the fries. But if you make them eat fries, then it's your fault they gained 5 pounds.
That's right.
Sass Green says for new potatoes, if you scrub the skin then vacuum seal them, you'll always have that new spud taste.
Yeah.
Throw them in boiling water when they're frozen.
Although
But yeah,
I never have for the now the new potatoes are different. I think he's talking about the little red potatoes, but the white ones we
Hate
have
red
to blanch. We have to blanch them because they'll turn black on you.
you know what?
If you freeze them, they'll turn black on
Well, you know the white potatoes I like. When I was a kid growing up, you know what the fucking bag, the 5-pound bag with the metal ring, they twist the bag and there's one little metal ring around the fucking bag. You know what that bag read?
you. Potato.
Idaho.
Maine potatoes.
Yeah, white
Oh, Maine
potato.
potatoes.
That's yeah. See, a lot of people don't realize we're famous.
And you can't find them anymore.
Oh, I get them. My grandfather had a plantation here. That's what we did here, and for my whole family, we had potatoes and we had a big chip factory. But Maine's famous, believe it or not, we're famous for lobster, world famous. We're also famous for white potatoes,
Other bridges.
as well as we're famous for blueberries.
Wait a minute.
3 things that Maine's very famous for.
Well, don't forget, and you're also famous for Boston baked beans.
Yes, B&M baked beans, but they have the name Boston in them, so you know.
Yeah, but they make them right there and right on 95 in Portland.
Oh yeah, I know. I bet. Trust me, I used to live by the factory.
I mean, when I hear someone say Boston baked beans, I think of the candy. Is that what you guys are talking about? Or are you talking about
That was a candy
No.
here.
The
No, but I
actual,
used to love that candy.
What he's talking about is a company called B&M. B&M baked beans and brown bread. Now, lots of people will look at it and go, "What do you mean brown bread?" And you go, "It's canned bread." They go, "Canned fucking bread." And you go, "Yep, it's molasses canned bread." And they go, "Molasses canned bread?" You go, "Yeah, it's a thing we grew up with here. Was
Right.
molasses canned bread. It was a bread that went through the winter. Believe it or not, they actually have a loaf of bread in a can that will go through the winter, the whole freaking winter on the shelf, and you don't have to do anything to it except for open the can, dump it out. The bread will be the shape of the can. You slice it into, there'll be round slices of bread, and there you have bread that goes through the winter with you.
Yep.
And it's a molasses brown bread.
P2E knows what you're talking about.
So it's in
Yeah.
Joe
Once you open
raisin
it and
bread
take
was
it out
the
of the
best.
can, it doesn't last the winter, right?
Well, in Maine, no. Once you take it out of the can,
No. Once you open it, you're all set.
yeah, once you open it, that's it. But of course, depending on the old boys, like I'm one of the old boys, if you get some of the old boys around, it won't even make it through the meal. They'll wolf
Nope.
that whole can.
It's gone anyways. You ain't.
The way you said it was like, oh well, it'll last you all winter.
Well, what it is it's bread that you buy in
Right.
a can, and the can
You
will
can
take.
store it all winter, but once you open it, you
Yeah.
need to eat it. Yeah.
Once you open it, it's like anything else, but it's canned, so it'll get you through the winter.
I don't know, Sass. There's a few people up in Maine that hit the high almost 300-pound deer.
Yeah,
I seen canned bacon yesterday, and it was $28 for a can.
Jeez and pizzas.
that's just.
Yeah, that looks excellent.
I can't figure that out. Why would anybody pay that? Oh yeah, he's ahead of me. Yeah, he's ahead of me.
Oh, he's got more fucking parts than you can shake it. He did a
Oh,
he did a video on how many he's got before he planted everything.
I saw it.
If
But
you
I
see a roadside,
He's further ahead than me. In other words, like his tomatoes are. I'm just getting ready to put my tomatoes in, and I'm
Yeah.
probably
But he's also down in the south, so he's had warmer weather for the
right.
past 2
Right.
months.
I'm probably 3 inches tall.
We're not allowed to put shit in the ground or in a pot or anything like that, right? If outside until after Mother's Day.
Yeah, that's generally.
We had frost late April,
Yeah,
so
We had freaking
coming in.
snow here after Mother's Day.
yeah. I'm just coming into my. It's okay to go. I mean, I'm still hardening out here. I'm on my deck
Yeah.
hardening right now. So, but yeah, we're getting ready to. I'm putting in 18 cukes. Yeah, I'm doing 18 cukes, and I just showed you my plans for the 10.
well, grow me some cucumbers, will
I'll have a lot, Mikey. I'll have a lot.
you? My brother had it when my brother lived in Wilmington, the town I grew up in. I don't know what I mean. When he bought the house, the previous owner, old timer, we used to call him Bitsy or whatever the fuck his name was. But the poor bastard would walk like this. Anyways, this guy's garden, the soil is as black as night. Okay, I mean, and the only thing my brother did, he added a little bit of he made his own what do you call it pile that you spin and all that. Compost. But he used a machine though, right? You know what I mean? He didn't do it like in a separate part of the yard with with hay and grass clippings and then all that, and then added. He didn't do all that. He just used the machine, right? And that. But now my brother doesn't live there anymore, but that garden today is still, dude. There's like zucchinis that are like fucking 3 feet long. And he doesn't chemical anything. He's not one of those guys that, I'm gonna, he just
Good old bottom.
he buys seeds, he puts them in the thing, he'll start early, he'll start it in the house, right?
Do you
Then I
know
go
why?
outside, huh?
Do you know why they do that? I mean, because when I was a kid, everything was normal. But one of the big reasons why these people get all Dinkeldorfy and they're putting all this crap on stuff is the glamour factor of food. So in other words, when you get a cucumber looks like the cucumber. That's what it looks like. It's a cucumber. It grew. Now, sometimes it grows a certain way or this or that, and it's got a crook in it or whatever, but that's the cucumber. These people nowadays, they want you go to the grocery store and you're looking at it. I was looking at them the other day going, but those aren't even cucumbers. They're all
they look like they look like they come from a machine, like they were all
Yeah.
built the same.
And it's
they're
But
they're,
see, he
they're
doesn't-
dark.
but
Dark
Johnny,
green,
he never
dark
built it. It's just the soil.
I know. So what I'm saying is he just has a garden. That's it.
Yeah.
That's what I do. I just have a garden.
Right.
But why all the chemicals though? People want everything to be uniform, same, exactly this, exactly that. You're supposed to have a pepper plant that puts out, like, in the beginning you get like 8 peppers that are like this big around, and then you get one big one, and then you get 2 mediums, and then you got another one. You're supposed to be happy about the peppers that are on it. They're like, well, why aren't they all this big? Well, that's because
Well, I mean, if you pick the blooms and just leave a few blooms, you'll get all the nutrients will go to those blooms, and you'll have bigger peppers.
That's
Yeah,
how
I
they
just-
make
Watermelon.
giant
If you
pumpkins.
plant watermelon, and every time you go out and you got to say you have a small watermelon, and you get some blooms, you pick them blooms off. All the nutrients are going to go to that watermelon and not produce new watermelons. So that's how you get a big
when
watermelon.
I do my pepper plants, I keep them. I use nothing more. All I use is fish emulsion. That's it. It's just ground up fish guts. Was it? And that's the only fertilizer I use, and it's just natural fish guts. And I just start cranking out. That's what I'm doing. As soon as my peppers are the size of a baseball, they're coming off. And I want to crank them out as fast as I can. Because I'm going to start, as I'm taking them off, I'll put 2 in there for me. And if I've got enough to do 1 bag, I'll slice them all up, and I'm bagging 1 up, and it's going in the freezer. I do that constantly, non-stop. And I have the milk crates in there. I have 1 milk crate for veggies, 1 milk crate for this, and I start shooting stuff in there. Go to town, get my stuff in the freezer all stocked up, and then I'm going to go to canning after that. And when the big harvests start coming in, like tomatoes, where you're going, holy crap, what am I doing? Everybody stay upstairs, get the hell away from me. I'm going to start canning tomatoes. That's it. Yeah.
Now, about 10 years ago, we grew a cucumber.
A what?
Did you know that cucumbers and pumpkins will crossbreed?
Okay, you did say pumpcumber.
Yeah,
That's
that's
the
what we
hell
call
did
it.
he just
I
say?
thought we were going down the porn trail.
I was wondering. I was
I'm
like, he's
kind
gonna
of
bust the video.
glad we didn't go down the rabbit hole because there's no chicks there to go down the rabbit hole with. So
I was like, he's gonna bust the
That's what we
video
call it.
out.
We call it a cump pumper or whatever, bump cumper or something. I don't know. But yeah, we walked out in the garden. And we're like, what the hell is this thing? And we're like, it's like the size of a pumpkin, but it looks like a cucumber. And we just let it grow.
That's a hell of a freaking salad.
right.
Oh, we cut it open and we tasted it. It was disgusting.
Well, yeah. But it's like, I like strawberries too, right? But you go to the store, if there's a strawberry the size of your fist, I'm not buying it.
Yeah, no. The other,
They're
so bad now. They're hollow. Have you seen
Yeah.
it?
Yes.
They're freaking hollow.
And they're dry in the middle.
How did people start growing hollow strawberries? When did this happen? There's
When we kill the guy,
so
we
bad,
put
there's
a
nothing in
little-
the middle.
I got one.
Well, that's a
little
good way to
place-
do it, Jezzo. I'm sorry, Steve. Go ahead.
Sorry, I got one little place in the woods down at the end of my street, and if you hit the day perfectly, you can actually pick wild strawberries.
That's
And-
awesome.
Yeah,
Oh
strawberries,
my God, they are
strawberries
so
should
good.
only be about the size of a blueberry.
Yeah,
Yeah.
those little strawberries.
No, I
those-
like them a little bit bigger, but I know what you're saying, Ohio.
Those are, oh God, those are amazing. You want a sweet, amazing. That thing is so. Those little wild strawberries are so good.
Yeah,
I mean, now that's the one Caroline taught me. That one. If you get the wild strawberries, did you know that you can actually make the jelly and do nothing to it? Literally,
no
just
sugar.
Just well, you don't have to do the sugar. You can if you want, but she's like, it's one of the few fruits when you get the wild one and you get it, and they're the good ones, good wild strawberries. The pectin's perfect for them. Everything's perfect for them.
Oh, really?
Everything. We're talking about you literally, Steve. You literally cook it down, and the pectin, there's enough there to set the jelly, and it's like
No shit. I didn't know that.
but it's got to be just the wild strawberries.
Yeah.
And those suckers are perfect. The sugars are perfect. Everything's perfect.
I've hit them. Me and my daughters went into that field on Father's Day one year and caught them perfect and filled up a couple of tins with them. I've never hit the perfect day since.
Oh yeah, you get those and get them all ripe up there. You can make yourself some beautiful jelly.
Yeah.
Wonderful jelly. Now I used to be able to cheat.
You know what?
What?
See, we had back in the woods, right tree line. We had a huge thing of wild grapes or Concord grapes. They grew wild there.
Love those.
Yeah.
Man, I love Concord grapes.
My neighbor had them.
I've got them in the backyard. I don't know what the deal is with them. They I don't know if they've gone wild or they've gone crazy, but they ain't that awesome.
They'll pucker you.
These things are like these aren't that great though. I don't really like them. They're not that awesome.
Gerald B says when him and his wife till the garden, they put a pickup truck load of cow manure in it.
Yep, that's the best way to do it. You can do it fine with that.
Did I not just add you, Ohio? Why
You
won't
got to
we
be
add
careful. Got to be careful with cow manure. It has to be composted because
a
it's
glitch here or something. I
too
can't
acidy for your garden.
Yeah.
If you put it on straight, out of the barn.
I was watching not Mountain Men, Life Below Zero. The guy that lives in Eagle on the river.
Okay.
And he took a part of his yard, right? He'd cut his grass or whatever, pick up all the clippings, throw them in a pile.
Yep.
Then he had dirt in another pile.
Yep.
Then he had
Hey,
something
Mikey,
else in another pile.
We're
What?
having a lot of issues here with the Wi-Fi and stuff, so I'm just going to drop off. But
All right. If whatever Stevie's doing tomorrow night, if he does one, I'll see you tomorrow, hopefully.
all right, guys,
Peace,
have
bro.
a good night.
But thanks for coming on.
Have a good one.
And then he would add. So then he laid his grass down first, right? Then he put, what the fuck did he put on it? Was it in the dirt or whatever? But every night he'd come out and throw whatever in there, like tail or whatever, right? Then he'd take a pitchfork and he'd just keep overturning it like twice a day. And this guy, he's got one of those greenhouses up there. Oh my fucking God. It's unbelievable. And then the last episode I saw was, you know how you when you make chalk-cloth, right?
Yeah.
He did that with wood.
That's how it's
Right. So he took a 55-gallon drum. Then he took like a 30-gallon drum.
It's called charcoal.
Yeah, that's how it's done. No joke.
Well,
That is
charcoal.
literally-
It was in charcoal when I burn a piece of fucking wood.
yeah. I make it here, Mike.
You do it in a stove so it doesn't get enough oxygen.
If you
Right.
can, there's several ways to do it. One of the
But anyway, he
Well,
added that to his garden. He added that to his plant in his garden.
Oh, yeah.
Charcoal.
It works wonderful. Yeah, just like whenever you now right now is a time of year where I won't throw out eggshells anymore. I will not throw out eggshells at all. They're going to get smashed up. I'll run them through my grinder. I have a flour grinder. I'll run through the grinder and I'll powder them out. Once they're dried, all right, I'll put them in the oven first and then I'll take them out. I'll powder them up and they go right on there because I'm literally taking fertilizer and putting it in the trash.
Yeah.
If I don't put them out on the stuff, I'm just taking. I mean, just like when you have chickens, a lot of people don't realize this. You save if you're growing chickens, raising chickens, don't ever throw your eggshells out ever, because chickens eat eggshells
Yeah, they need the calcium.
and it's good for them. All right. People don't even, a lot of people, you watch people, if you ever see, now you watch that show, Life Below Zero, so you probably have seen this, where there's a girl on one of those shows that'll tell you, this is where I got this famous question I like to ask people. What's the only animal that can take bad food and turn it into good food? So, I mean, you can take this rotten food and feed it to this animal, and it will make the food all good again and give you new food.
Pig.
It's not a pig. Nope. You have to kill the pig. You're eating the pig's flesh. I'm talking about an animal that you will feed it food. It will fix the food and give you clean food. And the animal's still alive.
Oh,
I can take rotten hamburger and feed it to this animal, and this animal will give me clean food back.
I know, but I'm cheating, so I'm not going to say it.
all right. Well, out with it.
It's chicken. You can feed a chicken bad meat, and he will give you an egg. A lot of people don't realize chickens will eat meat. They are not vegetarian.
Well, they eat each other.
That's right. They'll
They'll kill each other.
Oh yeah, they will. That's why we used to, when I was younger, believe it or not, and I think some people here are probably old enough to know this, but I had a crappy job on the farm, which sounds stupid. I had to put the glasses on the chickens. Have you ever heard of a person putting glasses on chickens? But if you're raising the white chickens, all right, and you have a big room full of white chickens, we used to put glasses on them, and they're red. They're red glasses, so they can't see blood. Because if they see blood on another chicken, they will peck that thing to death.
Right?
They will kill it. They will tear that thing to pieces. And they put glasses on the chickens so you can't see the red. They're red glasses. And it sounds stupid, I know, but it's true. It is true. And it is a hard job. Yep, there you go. So I said, yep, that's true. Red sunglasses. Yep, and it is. Chickens with red sunglasses on. Crappy job. Crappy job. But that's just so they can't see the blood and they won't kill the other chicken.
That's tripped out.
Yep. It's truth though. It is true.
Yeah,
Go online sometime and
Who's
look it up.
telling me they
Look it up. You'll see they have lots
they
of
thought
pictures.
they had a fox. They thought they had a fox or something, and the neighbor come over and says, "You don't have a fox." He says, "Well, how do you know?" He says, "Because part of the chicken's still here." He says, "The fox would eat the whole fucking thing."
Right. You take it.
He goes, "So it ain't a fox, it ain't a weasel." He goes, "What the hell's getting in my chicken coop?" He goes, "The chickens."
Yeah.
He goes, "What?" He says, I had two that would attack, and once they attack, it was just all over.
Yeah.
He says, I caught one of them attacking the other one. He's like, killed it right away.
Yep.
He's like, I grabbed it right by the neck. He's killed it right away and ate that son of a bitch the next day.
Yeah, they call them neck snappers. That's all that chicken's good for, is being a neck snapper.
Yeah.
Just grab them up and just pop. That's it. It's done.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's just, you get, just like we used to get roosters. We get roosters that lose their mind. They go crazy. And they just like trying to corral everything all the time, constantly, nonstop, peck. And it's like, he needs to go down. You would get yelled at if that went on for one day.
Yeah.
Someone's going to hand me my ass. But how can you watch that? Get your ass out there and get that fixed. And because it's going to put a chicken down or two chickens down or three chickens. Yeah. That's on you. That's on you. And they want you to go out there.
But it's amazing because
snap it. Just snap that head.
I get eggs from them, and now my other buddy has chickens and he's doing eggs. But I get eggs from both of them. But my other buddy, the one that was, he thought the fox was doing his chickens up. His chickens, dude, his meat chickens.
Yeah.
He wants to try 2 turkeys. He says if the chickens are this good, he says the turkey's going to be just as good.
Oh yeah, I'm sure it is.
Them turkeys are mean, boy.
But they are though. They are so.
Watch out for them spurs.
He sent me over a chicken, dude. I almost died. It was beautiful.
Oh yeah, yeah. You can raise really nice birds with very little. I mean, and the best thing you can do for if you have property, the best thing you can do for the chickens is when they're young. Teach them about the root, and it's not hard. You teach them to come home to roost, all right, and then you let them go in the morning. Get a routine going.
Yep.
You come out and you scratch them. I don't mean like this. You're throwing I throw like 2 fists of scratch down for them to get them starting for the day, and they go out and they will just take off, and then you won't see a chicken anywhere. They're gone. And sure enough, they'll start getting closer and they start heading back as it starts to get darker, and they're still doing it. And then you just shake the old scratch bucket. They just come flying right in, real nice and low. They come right in. They're getting ready. Get them in there for the night. I'll tell you what, you'll have the best birds ever, because that's what they're supposed to be doing. They're supposed to be wandering about, eating bugs and doing that stuff. That's what they do.
Yeah.
All this corn and all this feed and all that's the stuff that's not good for them. That's not what they naturally do.
Right.
You want great birds that taste amazing, let them go outside.
No, I bet you they'd be a lot closer to tasting like a pheasant.
Yeah, I love it. I think that's fantastic. I mean, I don't think you can beat that. It's just good tasting bird. It's just really, really good. I'm a weirdo though. I like rabbit. I like chicken.
Yeah, I like rabbit, chicken, squirrel.
I don't mind squirrel as long as cut the damn thing up correctly. I can't stand it when you get one of them old boys. It's like, yeah, I gotta have some squirrel. You go, oh, I like squirrel. Oh shit, dude, you didn't even cut him. Oh, come on. And there's
meat.
Yeah, but there's like 2 squirrels floating in a pot. I don't know. No, cut that fucking thing up. I don't like that. That for some reason, I don't know. I just don't. And it's the same. I know.
I actually think squirrel has a better flavor than chicken.
Squirrel's fine.
When my nephew and my son shot the squirrels, and we cooked them up for him, while my brother cooked them up for him. My nephew's like, Dad, how do you skin a squirrel? Do you skin it? And I went, no. My brother's like, you know how to do it? I'm like, well, not that I'm like great at it, but yeah. He says, it's good. He says, because I'm ready to plug my tablet in and watch YouTube. I go, watch this. I took my pocket knife out of my pocket. I cut a fucking 3/4 inch fucking slice in the back of that fucking thing, and I went,
yeah,
it's done.
You do the thing where you step on their tail?
No, I didn't even do that, Stevie. I took
where you just put your fingers in and
just put my fingers inside the slit. Well, technically my thumbs, right? And I made the slit in his back. It just went like this.
You
open
peel
it right
it
up.
up. Just like when we do
right off.
When we do the chickens, it depends.
Comes right off.
Some people want skin. I don't know why they do, but they do.
oh, because it's tasty.
But when we were doing them for like get the job done, they have feathers on them and we're turning them inside out. We're literally pulling down, we're done. Off it goes. Pulling down, off it goes. Pulling down, off it goes. That's it. It's fat. And you're moving them. He's dropping them in the cone, hitting them, pulling them up there, pull it down. That's it. We're done. You make a couple little nicks and it comes right off. That's it. I mean, it turns inside out. That's it. It's one inside. Same thing for buns. You can turn them inside out too. It's right quick. So I just can't do all that. I'm like, how much yumminess and meat is on the skin? None. Just rip that thing off of there. There, we're done. Let's go. Let's get done. Because when you got 190 birds to do,
That's a lot.
this is a real waste of time. And besides, half the time the skin, when you cut it all up, it's falling off. You end up taking it. Doesn't matter. To me, it doesn't matter. It's just
Right. I just think it helps keep the moisture in the meat, but when you're like pan frying it,
yeah. But just for me, I was like, we have. I mean, oh my God, when we were there, he'd call you over, and it was all a trade out job. You got 198 birds to do. I get to keep 20. You don't argue with that. Number one, for me, that's a full winner. So I'm not arguing that point at all. I'll take it. But you don't have time. You just don't have time to wait.
Yeah. Well, when me and my father-in-law butchered them, we looked on the yellow pages and actually found a lady that guts them and plucks them and all that shit for $1 a bird. So we threw them all in a cage and took them to her.
Holy crap!
I know that was a lot of years ago, but $1 a bird. I mean, how can you argue with that?
Well, yeah, it costs more than that to get rid of all the bad stuff.
No
so.
shit.
$1 a bird, yeah, that okay.
I
All right.
couldn't believe it. And they were when they come back, they were clean. She plucked them, gutted them, threw them in a tub of ice water, and when they
Right.
come back, they were damn near ready for the freezer. A couple little.
And then she packed up the livers and the heart and the gizzard, and she had all that for her.
Yeah.
Yeah. You damn well know that happened.
That's some of my favorite stuff.
Oh yeah.
You know?
Oh, chicken liver, man. Mm.
Chicken liver is good. I like chicken liver.
Little garlic,
Livers,
little
the
salt,
gizzards,
pepper.
the heart.
See, I don't really care much for the heart because it's just a big chewy chunk for me. I don't really care much. Although a lot of people like it. I like the liver because it just has a wonderful flavor to it. Just like turkey liver, I like.
Garlic, parsley, garlic, parsley, little salt and pepper, fried up nice and brown. Put it on a nice hunk of bread.
Yep, that's
Chicken liver sandwich. Oh,
that's good. You know, for us, it was just real quick. They were dropped in buttermilk, but it was a. There's some people are so lazy nowadays because whenever we needed buttermilk, we made buttermilk right then on the spot. That's what we did. And fresh buttermilk is a way lot better on chicken livers than you literally just shake up the cream. You know what I mean? So anybody ever wondering, you dump your cream in a mason jar, just go to town, and then till it splits. And once it splits, that liquid that's left there's your buttermilk.
You know what I watched the guy do the other day?
What's that?
He instead of using buttermilk or anything like that, you know what he did? He took his chicken, he put it in a Ziploc bag,
Yeah.
and then he added like a fucking half a bottle of fucking mustard.
Huh.
Right? Did it all up with the mustard, put it on. The mustard kind of like burns off, I guess. He was frying. They were frying fish. They were frying fish, in a deep fryer, and they did it in mustard.
I was giggling because I did a video on my channel, Mikey, of me going, I wonder if you can do this in my pressure cooker. And I actually coated a chicken and put it in the pressure cooker with mustard. And it came out freaking unbelievable. Freaking believable. Yeah, no mustard. Now if you let's see, what is it? Papaya and pineapple are both
tenderizers.
Yeah, but they're the dangerous ones for there's two chemicals, one in each one of them. I can't remember. I never can sort them out. But they're the dangerous ones for the livers, chicken livers, but they're fantastic for the chicken hearts. They actually work for the chicken hearts. So you can actually take the chicken hearts and let them sit in a pineapple juice, but not a sugared pineapple juice, just a pineapple juice. We would poke some holes and then let them sit in there for just a little bit. Doesn't take long at all, and it will start to break down the meat. It will literally break the meat down, and then you can make them tender. And then we would fry them. We batter them up, fry them.
Yep.
It's okay then. That's why I like my chicken gizzards though too.
I'm gonna have to try that mustard thing though. That just sounds fucking cool.
It's good. It really is good. It adds a whole zip to it. A whole entire zip to it. Yeah. I did a video where I coated the whole chicken and put it in a crock pot express, Instapot, same thing. Stuck it in there and pressure cooked it. Dude. Holy crap. That was really good. That was amazing.
I've been frying up my chicken lately. I've been coating it, the skin and the chicken with Frank's Red Hot,
Nice.
and then rolling it in the flour and stuff.
Yeah.
And holy crap, does that come out good?
Oh yeah, it comes out real good. There's not enough. Rhett doesn't like it, so for me, it's like,
Right.
why am I going to fry a piece of chicken?
Yeah.
So I usually end up doing something else. But Frank's Red Hot's good on that. Another thing that's really good. Are you using flour, or are you just a flour guy, or?
Yeah, well, that's what I got.
Okay.
I've had fish, and the guy
Flour
put
with-
in milk and egg, and then he used cornflakes.
Yep.
Yeah.
Crushed
See, I don't
cornflakes. That was some of the best
use
fish I ever
the
ate.
egg, Stevie. I don't use the egg, but I use the milk.
Now, are you doing your Frank's Red Hot? Are you doing your first flour, then Frank's, then your second flour?
No, I've been shaking the Franks directly on the chicken.
You should try this though. Just try it, where you actually take the raw chicken.
Yeah,
Well, now you're not coating yet. You're just lit a little bit of flour on the chicken. All right.
yeah.
So it's got something to adhere to. Then take it all out and give it a good smack so it's all knocked off. You barely have anything on there.
Yeah, dust.
Then dust it first. Then do your Frank's Red Hots and go ahead and roll it in the flour. Then.
More to stick to.
Oh yeah, and plus, what it does also though is it creates another part of the crust.
Right.
So you're actually now taking that little bit of flour on the bottom, what's on the chicken and the Frank's Red Hot, and you're creating kind of like a glue.
I'll either throw cayenne. Is it cayenne that's the hot one? What's the
Yeah,
hot one?
red.
Yeah, red cayenne pepper. Right. I'll put that in my flour.
Yeah.
Mix it all up in the flour. Hit the now here's another thing. I hit the egg, hit the flour in the pan. Right? I seen people do it the other way.
I do it twice. I hit the egg, hit the flour. First, I do the dust no matter what. I dust everything.
Right.
Then I go egg, flour, back in the egg, then back in the flour because I want to have a crust.
No, see, this guy was going flour, egg.
Well, you go flour because that's the dusting. You go flour.
No, I got that part. But then he puts it in the egg and then he puts it in a frying pan.
Oh, so he's got egg as the first.
I don't know about that.
Interesting.
I haven't done that one. I don't do that.
But
Now
I don't do that. I'll go to the egg, then I do
Yep.
the flour.
Yep.
But the recipe I got with the cayenne pepper and there's some other ingredients I put in it. It's the
Seasonal.
What? No, duck. The duck guy's there.
Robertson.
Yeah, the mother.
Yeah.
It's her cookbook,
Yeah. Okay.
and I bought it for my wife, and she fucking loves it.
Now you want to try something fun? Do that same thing, but get yourself a mediocre cut of meat. All right, like of a steak. Like the best one I usually do is do London broil. You know, that's that $3 or $5 big old steak. Slice that up into sticks. All right. Pay attention to your grain, obviously, so you're not cutting with the grain and turning it into a chew toy. Cut against the grain and get yourself just some finger long sticks. And do that exact same thing that you were doing with the chicken. The exact same thing.
That does sound good.
And then you end up with fried steak sticks. And you
Chicken fried steak.
slap those bad boys onto a plate. Pick a sauce that you want to have. You can put A1 in a bowl. You can put ketchup in a bowl. Make whatever the hell sauce you want to have, and then just it's perfect for a game.
Well, you actually brought up ketchup for steak, which is the one I prefer.
Some
Not now.
You know? Do you know what my wife does for the kids? Because like I'm an A1 guy, all right. But you know, my wife goes for the kids, and she's been doing it. My oldest son, my youngest son, and now the girls. She puts ketchup in a bowl. and then adds like maybe a tablespoon and a half of fucking vinegar,
Okay.
mixes it up, and it's actually fucking pretty good.
Well, that's it. What you just did was one of the main ingredients in ketchup is vinegar.
Vinegar, right?
So I mean, yeah, it's just like up here. I don't know if you've heard of this one or not, Stevie, but up here we'll take malted vinegar. It's a very popular thing up here. Mikey probably knows it. He might not. I don't know, but we use that on a lot of our fried food instead of anything else. We just coat it in malted vinegar. You have fries, French fries. We call them pier fries here. You coat them in vinegar.
My dad was a vinegar on his fries guy.
Yeah, they'll
Learned in England.
fried fish. They coat it.
Not
in
me.
vinegar. They'll put malted vinegar on it.
I can't even stand those fucking vinegar potato chips.
Yeah, salt and vinegar. Oh, come on.
Oh, I hate it. Hate it. Hate it.
Wonderful, wonderful. But see, now we have some different age brackets up here. So you have some guys that are vinegar only. They can't. They just look at you and go, "What are you doing? Putting ketchup on it?" No.
I put ketchup on my eggs too.
They want you to try the vinegar. Yeah, I've tried the vinegar. No. They want you to do that. And then you got guys that are ketchup guys that go crazy with ketchup on everything. Everything.
If I don't have,
There you go.
Swiss Miss.
I do lemon on my fried fish too. I
Yeah,
love
me too.
lemon on it.
If I don't have hot sauce, whether it's Tabasco, whether it's, I think Tabasco's kind of hotter than Frank's, anyways. But
Yeah.
if I don't have one of those, I'll put ketchup on my eggs.
Yeah, so we have guys that are hot sauce guys. We have guys that are ketchup guys. Then you've got some of the old boys who go, nothing. Tada.
Perfect. Nothing.
Tada. And you're like, the only thing they all do is tartar. And you're like, what are they putting? They're dipping their fries in tartar. I want tartar for my fries. I want tartar for my fish. I want tartar.
I like tartar with my haddock, with my fried food haddock and clams. I like that.
You tell them, well, you want lemon that? You don't put lemon in tartar, sweetheart. I just want tartar.
I do.
And these guys, so we have lots of different groups up here that are like they're hardcore. You have the vinegar guys, you have the ketchup guys,
Oh, I
you
know.
have the guys. Then you have the people that are. We have some places like one Mikey blows by all the time, Seafood Center in Arundel. You go to those guys, and you'll see other people that don't want anything. They think anything will fuck it up. They want just a pile of French fries and shrimp with some salt on it. Don't put a damn thing on it.
So
Yeah, I ate my stuff plain for years.
you guys eat Frank's, right? You guys use Frank's and Tabasco and all that before, right?
Oh yeah.
You know what I still think is hottest, and it's really not even. It's not even a pepper.
What's that?
It's the Chinese hot mustard.
I have
Chinese hot mustard, depending upon where you go, right? Because they use more horseradish than others do, right? But the Chinese hot mustard, I don't know why. The place that I go to get it, dude, I am telling you, it's more of it. First of all, it burns my nasal cavity when I put too much on my stuff. But Tabasco doesn't burn my nasal cavity. I'm telling you,
trust me,
it's unreal.
I have some here. That's handmade. All right, this is handmade. This is the real deal. All right, this is by Satan Sauce. It's their mustard. This has Carolina Reaper in it, but he does it right so you don't die. Okay, but this is some of the greatest mustard on the whole planet, and I fell in love with it because I always liked the Chinese mustard because it was not expected. It was not.
Yeah,
You weren't ready. You weren't thinking that was what it was going to be the first time you had it, and it was awesome though. Even though it'll clear you,
nasal cavity burns.
but what it is, Mike, is it's actually not what you think it is. Most of it's fake. I mean, like
Well, most of it's horseradish.
that's what it is horseradish. But the
Most
same
of
thing.
it's horseradish.
But also they use it in several things because people like it so much.
But they add it. they add things to it to make it go.
Oh
Because
yes.
I've been to other Chinese restaurants where I'm like, this is hot mustard. What? No. This ain't Chinese hot mustard.
Well, it might
I
be
go-
a cheap version because they usually have
Well, yeah.
horseradish in it, but they also
Yeah.
use horseradish in place of wasabi. Most of the restaurants out here, very, 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 very few. You'll know if it's not horseradish because you go, "You guys got wasabi?" They go, "Yeah." You go, "I want to get some wasabi." And they go, "It's $5.99." If they tell you it's $5.99 for wasabi, then you're probably looking at a real wasabi. But if it's for free, it's just going to be horseradish. Dyed green is all.
All right. Listen, this is what we're gonna do. It's 1:18 in the a.m.
Oh, okay.
and I know Gear's gonna get pissy at me, but
It's early yet.
You stole the
But,
mic.
we are gonna get out of here. I actually do have to wake up early in the 8. Well, I gotta get up in like 6 hours, not even 5.5 hours. Stevie, what are you doing tomorrow night?
Having a chat, I hope.
All right, so you guys go to Stevie's channel around 10ish, and 10 that's Eastern Standard Time, by the way. No, it's not. What are you? You're Eastern, right? Yeah, you're Eastern. Go to Stevie's channel around 10 Eastern because sometimes the YouTube thing doesn't kick off right away. So,
Yeah.
but
I want to try to get into some survival stuff and maybe some conspiracy stuff a little bit.
that'd be cool.
Ooh.
That'd be cool.
I got some ideas.
Excellent. We'll do that. So yeah, we'll do that, and we'll see you all tomorrow night. And thanks everybody for coming on the panel, and thank you guys for being out there. It's good to see you. I'm sorry that I wasn't here for the last couple of weeks, but we'll hopefully we'll see you tomorrow night at Stevie's Chat. And if not, have a good week, and we'll see you next Friday. We're out of here, folks.
See ya.
Sweet dreams.
Well, that'll do it.